Okay. I am running a little bit late. That's okay. Yeah, I just like got out of the shower. I'm so warm right now, man. Hey, welcome in, Kyofu Show. Welcome in, Bilberto. Sup, agent? Yeah. Evilisk, I wasn't aware there was a John Cena edit. I just threw on the most Chinese looking playlist I could find. Uh, oh, did my thing die? Why? For what reason? Man, hang on. One moment. Why are you like this? Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, we're back. Came right in time. Yeah, you're actually we're just starting, Frank. Welcome in. Okay. We're gonna try to get a good number of chapters in today.
With a real treat. Sourdough French
Let me
toast
pull this up real quick.
and
Alright, cool.
cactus milk for breakfast. Relax, Lethan.
Actually,
You've got this.
shit. Okay, I need to do limbo real quick first. Oh shit. Forgot to use them. How much do we have then? 1 set of ice cream. Okay. Oh damn, that's kind of morbid. Alright, I actually need to run through, this thingy first because it's almost ending. Jesus Christ. Okay. Fuck. Okay, there's a lot of stuff we need to do today. Holy shit. Alright, we're gonna do this real quick because I don't want to miss it accidentally. How far are you? Last stream we finished Node 5. At this point, Nebo was ahead of me, which is embarrassing. Yeah, I'm gonna run through these really quick just because I don't want to miss out. Okay. Sure, man.
Look at my back.
Latham is a baddie. Latham. Oh, you mean, Loggerhead. Yes, Loggerhead.
Time to check my calculator.
Man, Loggerhead's cool as hell. And she's like Skibbity Toilet, so hell yeah. I actually didn't know there were camera people in Skibbity. I was informed of it, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I can brain rot even harder.
Another shift. It could be found. Uh-huh. Rise and shine.
Omega embarrassing, oh no. What do you mean by this?
Oh, there's a bubble.
Alright.
Haven't you eaten? What a it could be. Yes, I got this. Up and at it. Are you a rational number?
Use a news change code this one. Oh, no, I haven't. There's two, right? Do you have them, Evil? Like, if you don't mind, could you throw them up, please? Like, I know I ask you every time, but it's a huge help. Throw this boy up. So Beast and Thingy, okay. I don't have a Beast team, man. I mean, I guess an Anjo team just generally works, right? Like, Beast. I don't know how to make this team work. Like, I know it can work, I just don't know how to use these two. Fucking, where's TF? And you. Alright.
Program activated.
And I have almost 1,000 shit that I need to do, god damn it.
Perfectly understood.
Did you phone most of the people before 2.5 that pre-5? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, the event, yes, I did that. The last one was annoying, like getting 5 of them in one day, in one run, that's annoying as well. It's embarrassing. Oh, yeah, no, that's, yeah, considering the man gets through 4 nodes, maybe 5 nodes of patch, and I'm still behind, that's crazy. We're gonna try to beat that. Or at least get to the point where I don't have to, like, dodge stream.
Perhaps it's a gift for the tooth fairies.
I don't know if okay, well, you know what, I don't want to do this right now. I don't know if the later chapters after 5 are shorter, or nodes rather, because the first 5 were pretty long. Will you? Yeah, of course I'm playing impromptu. Like I'm already what's the word? Invested. I gotta go. I gotta get them all. Which is kind of painful, right? Because they're all one after the other. Like holy shit, man! I don't have these resources. All right, this isn't happening right now. Let's just go ahead and do this right. No retreat, false dilemma. Oh, let me do that.
From a time in the land
Thank you, Evil. Or is it an account? No retreats. And pulse. Eh. Okay, I got this one already. Nice. I'm also pulling. Yeah. All right, we see the droop exactly. I need to pick that up. I'll probably get it towards the end of the event. I need to hang on. I need to do this right. There's no problem. Yeah. Yell out loudly. Easy. And then the free stuff to grab, and then we can get started. I love that they give us free materials, man. I'm also pulling, yeah. It's gonna be kind of painful, because I'm definitely not on banner for Aleph, which means I'm probably gonna struggle there. A weekly tribute. Is this just for the event, or is that just a thing now? Did you check out the restream thing? I haven't done it yet. Like, I keep putting it off just because when I'm not streaming, I don't think about streaming, right? Generally. So, like, I get reminded of stuff. The YouTube delays could, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll look into it after this stream, or tomorrow, I guess, since I have to go to bed right after this stream. Man, I gotta drive up to San Francisco tomorrow. It's gonna suck. Because that's like a 3-hour drive. Oh, it's annoying as hell. Alright, let's get started. Yeah, I'll look into it, Frank, just because I know how annoying the delay on YouTube is. Let's get to this. Secret Warrant. Hi, Mask. How are you? Welcome in. You're just in time. We're getting started right now. Cold drinks, fat bounties, and long holidays. Shame it never works out that way. Aura. Actual aura. Yeah, man. I love aura. Forgot we were... Right. Man, Frisco is... I hate San Francisco so much. I don't like it. I don't like going there. I don't like being there. It's so annoying. Right street home. Cabinets, cabinets, more cabinets. It's an important problem. No, where's the security? La sécurité. The ever-curious Matilda weaves her way through the rows of filing cabinets. She has read about this department in books detailing the Foundation's history.
Le département contient tous les objets connus qui ont
Straight out of Frisco, the Bay. Man. Matilda Mansion, actually, Matilda Mansion. Look at this. Look at this creature. All the non-objects that produce dangerous or mysterious can't. Solved and unsolved that has ever been recorded. Where is my question? Here's where my question is, so after this note. Okay. That's good. The storm still defies them.
Il semble que chaque département sont désormais tournés vers l'étude de la tempête. Il y a peu de temps pour ces énigmes plus triviales.
Her footsteps echo through the empty department, and the odd sense that she's being watched settles over her. Balance can be comforting, but it can also be unsettling. A breeding ground for loneliness dredging up long-buried unease.
Je me demande comment va maman. Madame Z a dit qu'elle la surveillerait, mais toujours pas de nouvelles.
I wonder how Mama is doing. Oh, so did she actually find her mother? Or are they looking for her mother? She finds herself pausing, her gaze lowering to the ground. But only for a moment.
Non, ressaisis-toi, Mathilda Boaniche. C'est ta maman, la plus grande mère de tous les temps. Qu'est-ce qui pourrait bien avoir mal tourné?
I wonder when is this event? Is it still in the 90s? Yes. It should be in the 90s because I believe at this point Matilda has just found out her mother's gone missing. Which is what we're doing right now, so that should still be after San Francisco. Before the storm. Whatever the next storm is. Eating devious French cookie. With renewed confidence, she picks up her pace, her pale ponytail bouncing behind her. Seems I'm not too late. No, you just came in. We just started. We literally just started, Bidoo. Hell yeah. Others who have dedicated their valuable time to a vacation in the... Okay. So this takes place around the same time as 1.5 then. Oh, so this is about... Wait. Okay, so this takes place before 2.4. Like, just shortly before 2.4. Just as she passes another set of shelves, something catches her eye. 1.5 event
Everything's
starts
fine here.
on January
Now
5th,
on to the
99,
next
and
round.
somewhere in March. Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Who are you?
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
What is it?
An excellent question, miss. See that serial number on it?
Nerd.
AN003. A water sample from the Peilin River. Number 003.
Is this the same river from 1.6? I can't remember the name.
There are hundreds of thousands of samples, collections, and records here. But no matter who you ask, this particular one will always make their top
So
list.
many mother questions, actually.
Collected in a remote city in China. When the investigators arrived, they found that it had been isolated in time. All its inhabitants dressed and lived as if they were from the late Tang Dynasty.
That's 1.6. What in the world? Okay. Okay, so we knew that not Shori, Pay City was in a weird little time thing. Fuck
They
me.
were completely unaware of the state of the world beyond their lands, as if trapped in a time capsule from the forgotten past.
Doesn't explain the timeline of the actual event, though, outside of the city.
Oh.
The liquid inside the vial is clear and pristine, less like river water and more like a perfectly liquefied gemstone. Matilda can't help but stare in fascination.
But how is that possible?
Matilda has a mother, yeah.
Did no one ever leave the city? Not even to
Apparently
travel
missing,
or
but we'll see.
invest?
You're a clever one, miss. Yes, it seems the investigators were confused too. In the end, they realized that an arcane skill was affecting the Peilin River.
Wait, what did Matilda say? Oh. Lore for something almost 10 patches ago. Honestly, it's
Sadly,
deserved,
it
right?
seems
Because
the
I
arcane
have
energy
had so many
dissipated
questions
by
about
the time they
1.6.
arrived, and they weren't able to figure out its cause.
Okay, so the cause was most likely Jew, right?
This is the only sample they were able to recover. Laplace has been begging for access to it. They're eager to unravel the mystery.
So at this point, we don't have Jew in the suitcase yet, is my assumption then. So we know her mother's name.
Wow, that is indeed a most
Not that I
intriguing
know of.
claim.
Do we know? No. Not that I know of. Because I'm assuming Jew is the source of this water being fucked up. And if we don't know why it's like that, then most likely we don't have her yet. We don't even know your name, yeah. That is indeed a most intriguing claim.
It's not just a claim, miss. It's real. Wait,
I never understood how many years went by and they haven't advanced. They were basically just isolated. It was like I'm assuming it was something similar to like isolationist Japan, where they just never progressed past a certain point until they opened their borders. Take place before chapter 1. See, that's weird though. I still don't understand, right? Because Yenisei should be the 1800s. I don't understand how we have something that far back in the past. It's not just a claim, it's real.
Miss
Wait.
Matilda Boaniche?
Miss Matilda Bonich? The careless young staff member only now seems to have fully recognized Matilda's presence.
You've heard of me?
Holy shit, someone actually knows her, like without her having to introduce herself. That's insane. And she seems surprised
Yeah,
too.
of course.
I don't think there's
Hasn't
any
heard
place
of the
I don't think
Boaniches
she
and
is in
their
the suitcase at this
star
point.
investigator daughter.
At this current point in
Do
time.
you know that everyone's been talking about you since you joined the Foundation?
Holy shit, she actually has a fanboy girl.
Actually,
Fangirl.
my mother and I went to visit you.
Mother.
But I haven't introduced myself. Constance Scott. I'm a fellow graduate
Constance
from
Scott.
SPDM.
Constance? Suspiciously close to Constantine, man. And why does it use Scott?
Of course, now, I'm just a record keeper here.
It doesn't seem like false modesty. Every top student of the SPDM was granted the honor of having their name inscribed in the school's Hall of Fame, but Matilda has never once come across the name Scott. I have some
Actually,
theories.
I've been looking for you as well.
I mean, those would be
Scott.
helpful because
Commissioner
like
Kuzama asked me to give this to you.
I can see it being before chapter 1, right? I just don't know how we ended up in the 1800s before chapter 1. That's my main sticking point. I'm playing that Jew makes ANR, it's in the water. I don't know if it's ANR necessarily, but it is her because we knew in 1.6 that her liquor leaking into the river was causing the weird shit to happen in Pay City. Hurting to pull people away before any storm. Yes. Yes. After nuking Norpong and her administration in High Street, she'll... They gotta know. DK's from the 1300s, yes. But I mean, there's no guarantee we even have her in the suitcase at this current point in time. Because remember, even if we have an Arcanist in our inventory, like in meta wise, that doesn't necessarily mean we've actually met them in game yet, right? Because we just met Miss Radio recently, but we've had her since the start. There's like three females that have male names. But yeah, like Scott, this, like those are some really masculine names. Who's the third one? Pedro. Commissioner Pedro's the guy from Chapter 4.
I couldn't say, but he had a most unpleasant look about him as he gave it to me. Then he asked me to review my report on the events in San Francisco. Are you alright? Your face has grown quite pale.
Wait, so this is happening in pretty quick succession then? Like she just got back from San Francisco at this point, ish.
I'm fine. I just have a bad feeling I know what I'm about to read.
Pedro. You know, I was surprised Pedro came back. Like, that man looked like such a throwaway character. Eric? Oh, that's right, Eric. Yeah, that's another really masculine name. What the hell? Having bid farewell to Matilda, Scott makes her way to a secluded room with the department, the letter clutched in her hand. She carefully closes the door behind her and with one last glance around the room opens the envelope. A single sheet of paper floats out from within, one carrying a heavy message. Eric is LARPing as Eric Bloody, yeah. That does make me wonder if that's her
The
actual name.
investigation has been concluded. Unfortunately, their findings were exactly as we feared.
Sweet.
The suspect must be apprehended ASAP, and all efforts must be made to retrieve this arcane object before either cause further trouble.
Which?
You must leave immediately. Her last reported sighting was in Chinatown, Los Angeles.
Who are we talking about? Oh, I'm assuming this is, what's her face? The Night Piercer. Fresh oranges.
Sorry, could you say that again? Ji Ma Wu? And that means paper horse dance? Okay, I got it.
喂，老細，今日仲有冇燒肉啊？啊賣晒啦！啊，今日切條叉燒，整到半隻白切雞啊！
Fucking Anjo, what? What about Anjo? Did I miss something? I assume it's Loggerhead. Oh, wait, Loggerhead makes sense because she was acting kind of... Jay, it's Chinatown. Well, this is Los Angeles, man. Jay is a good 600 miles away.
Daddy, look! There's
Daddy,
a dragon
look.
on the floor! That's totally cool!
People speaking many languages meet and weave around each other on the crowded avenue. Lang wanders around them, stopping every now and then to take it all in.
Welcome to Chinatown.
There's a
How do you
Daft
like
Punk
it?
ref. Oh, I see them. They're right there. What? Why?
Yes, it does give me a certain sense of nostalgia. Do you come here often, Miss Boydier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, outside of work, it's been a while. 3 years or so.
Yeah, often she
Only
says.
once in 3 years? I don't think you can consider that often.
Claudia waves a hand, glancing down the lively streets on either side.
Yeah, well, it's a fun place for a day trip, sure. But things are different when you put on the uniform. Remember that private eye back at the hospital? Joe? You can get an impression about how people see the police around here from him.
Yeah, the cops in LA are not well
You mean
liked.
that the residents here don't cooperate with the Arcane Affairs Division?
Well, it's complicated. There's a lot of language and cultural barriers. Folks here just don't turn to the police to solve their problems. Even when they do, we feel like we have no idea where to start. The thing that surprised me the most was how arcanists of all kinds and humans live so closely together here. I guess it's the same in China, isn't it? I remember this one time we had a call about a break-in.
This background song
When
is
we
from
got there,
1.6.
Turned out the shopkeeper was
This
a
is the
big
stupid
white
song that
bird
the little
as tall as I am.
wooden dolls are singing.
And this other time, we're chasing down a lost puppet for some lame-ass puppeteer. Anyways, so I asked an old lady if she'd seen a doll nearby. You know what she said? Well, I don't know what she said.
Juby Jim,
She
yeah.
started going off about me being a Lawai.
Also, welcome in, Excalibur.
Now give me
Lawai.
some credit. I might not speak Chinese, but I do know Lawai means
foreigner.
foreigner.
That hard to hire Chinese police.
Like, I'm American, baby.
It's not
Born
even
and raised.
that, I think. It's just people don't like the police. Yang knows she should remain serious, but she can't help but be tickled by Poitier's indignation. Poitier shoots her a glare, but then heaves a quiet sigh.
That's not even the half of it. The thing is, I don't hate it here. Although I can't say I love Chinatown very much either.
Cancelled.
To be honest, most of us on the force haven't found a way to make inroads with the people here.
If that's the problem, why don't we try to understand things step by step? Maybe then we can start fresh? We're here anyway.
Yang turns back and examines the archway at the beginning of the road. They have already been in this other world for a while. We have Chinese police right here. Yeah, actually, the line's right here.
It's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot.
If we're gonna get anywhere, then we'll have to start here. But we need to check another task off our list first.
Intern, she doesn't count. I mean, technically, yeah, right? She's just here on, like, loan. They cross the street and turn into a narrow alleyway. We're
Right
back in the
there,
Australia
down the
alleyway
alley.
again.
Feeling excited, rookie? We're about to pay a visit to your favorite director, Noir.
Noir.
Favorite? What? No. I just like the movies, that's all. I've got no specific feelings for the director.
Damn. Anne can't hold back her rebuttal, but under Poitier's teasing gaze, she stops herself.
Maybe just a little. I am curious about the mind of the director behind such great movies. But this is strictly a police matter, so I will act with professional self-restraint. Actually, I've made a request with the Vigil's intelligence branch for a file on Director Noah and any related events. We should get it soon.
You've got a file on her already? Feels like you're going a bit overboard, rookie.
But this time there's Chinese Java. Right, there is the paper lantern there. First is that the event takes place before the storm, and its 19th century version is playable. No, the one that joins Burton's team is the one from 1912 1932. What? It takes place before the storm, and its 19th version. Oh, but how do we have? Because Name Day shows up during that event, doesn't he? Or at least in a side story, but that should be around the same time as the event.
It wasn't actually the director that called us. Her assistant did. Later on, Noir herself contacted us and said the so-called threat was just a misunderstanding.
Just a misunderstanding.
Normally, we'd leave it at that. There's too much real crime out there to bother with a case where the victim doesn't think anything happened. Still, according to dispatch, the assistant was real spooked over it. The operator got the feeling we should give it a second look, so they kept the file open. But look, this is just a follow-up and an excuse to come down here. So keep your mind on the real mission.
Got it, ma'am.
The scene from the Division of Arcane Affairs yesterday flashes across the young's mind. After leaving the hospital, they immediately return to report their findings and highlight the dangers lurking behind Chinatown's strange events. The higher-ups had a different take on things.
It's been reassigned to the local precinct.
Poitier stands in the doorway to the deputy chief's office and shakes her head. Yang immediately catches the subtle shift in her expression.
What's wrong? What does that mean?
What's that mean?
Nothing, kid. It's just most of the force aren't trained to deal with arcane crimes. Don't get me wrong. They're good, capable officers, but I'm worried. If this was any other case, I'd keep my mouth shut. But come on, this is clearly our department. This case has Arcanum all over it.
He appears when Gutian leaves the city after a long time, from 1.6. Was it a long time? I assumed it was like fairly recent after the event happened. But if that's the case, then that makes a lot more sense. And also, I guess Gutian's meeting... Well, Gutian meets with Pandora Wilson as well, but I guess Pandora's kind of an iffy case since we don't exactly know what she is to begin with.
I don't think they know what they're getting into.
For a brief moment, neither speaks, then the young's eyes light up.
Miss Boydier, I have an idea. What if we...
We prioritize Noir's case, which just happens to put us in Chinatown, so there's no harm in asking a few questions about our other investigation. I knew there was a little rebel in you, Liang. You like to bend the rules, just not break them. Am I right?
Actually, I think we're obliged to take Miss Noah's case seriously, even if it wouldn't help us with the other case. Please wait a minute. It's my communication device.
Dan pulls out the communication device, often criticized by Foundation employees for being too bulky. Boite leans in to get a better look. Her chameleon calm perched on her chest stretches its neck in curiosity. This fucking thing again.
SDF-1 portable contact device activated. You've received a new message. Downloading attachment. Download complete. Please check your mailbox.
Message? What's it about?
It's from the intelligence department. They've found her records.
Lieutenant at the end of 1.6 goes to visit his family temple in his story. He goes to Russia to visit the NSA. Okay. Yeah, the timeline after, like immediately after the event's kind of fuzzy to me, because I think there's even a time skip towards the end of that event. I don't.
Miss Noah is registered with the Foundation. There might be something in her files that can provide us some clues.
She opens a pinned email and scans through the attached files. Her expression turns serious.
Wait, is this?
What's this? To be continued. Secret warrants. Humans are natural editors, piecing together an ideal memory from mere fragments. Although I don't usually keep a journal, I had to record today's current. I meant to miss. Okay, so this is Scott then. I still remember that summer my mother lectured me for an hour before we left, and then another hour during our journey. I thought I was following her just perfectly neat. My meetings were right. My greetings were memorized word for word. For a moment, I made nations. I froze, too solid, too nervous to say anything. Even adults can get stage fright, so how was it fair to give their own daughter the cold shoulder for it? A smile or a pat on the back from the mother was all I needed to finish my greeting without fumbling. Thank goodness for Lady Beryl. She saw what happened, and her gracious words salvaged the situation. I'm disappointed in mother for that. I'm sure of it because the rest of my memories of that visit were pleasant. Lady Beryl's warm smile and Matilda's energetic chatter. So Beryl is Matilda's mother? Matilda could be as noisy as she liked and still win her mother's approval. I envied that so much. But Lady Beryl, for some reason, I can't remember what she looked like. Now I understand Latham's frustration. Being Matilda's mother, I could imagine a mature, refined version of Matilda minus childish energy and without the hook nose. That's my mother's trait. Wait, Latham... Is Latham Loggerhead? Because I feel like it's not. Because this seems like a different person. Motherlore, actual Motherlore. Blazing. Yeah, Scott really likes Matilda for some reason. Rookie Actor's Guide. Keep the cameras hidden, that's the secret. I think Beryl is Matilda. Yeah, that does seem to be the case, yeah. Beryl.
Whose is this? It's blocking the camera sightlines. Get it out of the way.
So that's what her name was. So that's what her name was. No wonder I couldn't find it. The traces disappear. Latham is Loggerhead. Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
When are we coming in? We've been waiting forever. I wish I brought a chair.
What's going on? Are they filming another movie? Do you see anyone famous?
Is that Carol? Was that Caroline's sprite? At the end of the alley, in an old abandoned house filled with camera equipment, crew members and actors go about their business, drawing curious glances from passers-by. One particular figure catches Liang's attention, someone strangely familiar.
Oh, is that today's lunch? Mind if I take a look?
Look, there she is.
Not now? Fine.
That's that odd person I saw at the hospital. She works for the Foundation.
Who? You mean Camerahead over there? What do you mean by odd? You think she could be a fake?
But we knew Latham was logger since pre 2.5 phone call game. Did we? Because I know I know she's the Latham loop, but that makes me think then that Latham is the one that created her, or at least created her base form that then awakened. Unless it specifically mentioned her as Latham. I don't.
No, she's a real Foundation member. I checked her information as well when I inquired about Miss Noah's file. Her name
Skibbity,
is Latham,
actual Skibbity, yeah.
Awakened Arcanist.
Peak as hell,
Currently
man.
working in the Arcanum Containment Department. I wasn't given any access
Okay,
to
yeah,
her
so there you go,
details,
Latham.
but
That's
based on
interesting.
our encounter, we should have no problem.
My
with her.
assumption would be that Latham would be like her creator or something. I wasn't given any access to you.
Good. Fine. I'm happy enough leaving the Awakened to their quirkiness.
She isn't their top priority. Liang knows that. She pushes aside that odd feeling for now, following Poitier through the crowd and onto the set.
What do you mean she hasn't eaten yet?
Odd sugarcoating
Director
magic,
Noah's
yeah.
doctor was explicit that she's not allowed to skip any meals. Oh, hello, officers. How can I help you?
The well-dressed woman walks over to them.
We received a call from a Lin Wang. Did you make a report about some unknown person making physical threats and stalking Miss Noir?
Latham loop or something about it. Yeah, the loop. Because that's
Yes,
what
that's right.
Loggerhead actually
I'm
is.
Lin,
Right?
but
Upon hearing their purpose, Lin hesitates, glancing uncertainly over at one end of the set.
We did it!
We did it.
Abby, you're here!
cut.
Cut. The fucking ass haircut, look at this guy. At this single command, the actors freeze in place.
No, I'm afraid we'll have
Hey,
to roll that
look at
again.
her.
I'm sorry, Director.
The young actor's body stiffens instantly. Based on where he's standing, it's clear that he is the only background character in this scene. But Noir, seated on her throne-like wheelchair, the overseer of everything, didn't miss his mistake, no matter how minor it was. So she's inside the camera, not the case itself. That would be my assumption, right? Because she's only supposed to be like the little loop reel thing. So I'm guessing the rest of her is just like a mechanical body, same as Lucy.
Not at all. I just want more emotion this time. She's your true love, but you have been apart for a long time. Things are different now. She is. You are. Your reunion must be more complex. It isn't simply happiness you feel. You must mix that emotion with worry and guilt. She doesn't know anything about
Save
what
your
happened to
Lamborghini.
you. You can't help but worry that she will never be able to understand you. You wonder if she has got herself into any troubles. I know this is a short scene, but the audience must see a full range of emotions. You are capable of more, so be more.
Brum. Yeah, man, she's gonna be in Marvel Rivals Max
I know
Trust.
you attended drama school, so let's see that training shine. I know you can do it.
Yes, Director! I will try my best!
What is this haircut, man? Simply being noticed by the famous director is enough to leave him visibly flustered. He immediately straightens up, shedding his nervous stance from moments before.
Good. Let's roll it again.
Second theory is that she is a Rusalka's implanted by Bond, and her age is wrong, and Bila has the wrong years in Bond. As in Bond. Says her teacher was someone who died long before it. Yeah, her being Rusalka does make sense to me, just because the whole water thing. Detailed directions for a background actor. Actually, though, yeah, she's very much a stickler for perfection, it seems. Nora's so cool. She is really cool. I can't be rolling for her, though. God damn it.
Excuse me, Director Noir.
Director Noir. Who? I'm assuming Genese, because I do know people think Genese might be Rusalka. Actually, I think it might have been confirmed in one of her things that she has some Rusalka lineage. Seizing this moment before the next take, the assistant swoops in and whispers something to Noir. Noir glances towards the two officers, her face betraying no emotion. It's impossible to tell what she's thinking.
For someone that famous, you think I'd have known she uses a wheelchair. How you feeling? Finally getting a chance to meet your favorite director. Thrilled?
I'm so pulling for her. Man. I got impromptu to pull for. We can't be doing that. Damn. Poitier nudges Liang with her elbow, tilting forward a little as she teases her, but when she sees Liang's face, she pauses.
What's with the long face, kid? Where'd all your excitement go? Oh, is it about the message you got?
Yes. It's just something that's bothering me.
Before Leanne can explain, the subject of their discussion rolls towards them in their wheelchair.
Thanks for
Constantine
coming,
Sino?
officers. But I believe
What?
I've already
Wait,
explained that
what is his
this was
name?
all just a
Who is this person?
misunderstanding.
I need these girls' skincare routine, man. I mean, yeah, Nora's like, what, in her pushing 40s? Pushing 50s even? I'm not sure. Going audio only. Oh yeah, for sure, Frank, for sure. Stay strong for impromptu girl band and that guy. Yeah, Edgy Man and Space Girl. Thanks for coming, officers, but I believe I already was.
As you can see, I'm in perfect health. Well, ignoring these two.
She pats her legs with a cheerful laugh. It seems the director has no qualms about her physical condition, though it's hardly the kind of joke anyone else can comfortably laugh along to.
But according to your assistant, there's been someone stalking you for months, and they've recently sent you a threatening letter. So what? That all just misunderstandings too?
I'm terribly sorry for inconveniencing you, officers. Lynn is a very dedicated assistant, always looking out for me. She may have just overreacted to my situation.
I'm so glad I'm playing impromptu. I'm just gonna skip 2 points. I can save up for the end. Yeah, like I saw the teaser poster and stuff for Anniversary. It looks really cool, man. Chinese people age hella gracefully, dude. Okay, it's one of two things, right? They either look like they're in their 20s for like years, or they just look like shriveled tiny people by the time they're 40. There's no in between. And then once they hit like 60, they immediately age. It's really weird. Deadass. Yeah, man, like, dude, my mother looks like she's still in her 40s. It's really weird. Lynn is a very dedicated assistant, always looking out for me. She manages to... Okay.
I don't mean to brag, but I've been in the limelight for long enough that I've seen my share of crazy fans. I'm used to it.
Sure, I get that. But about that letter you received, do you still have it?
Nora lets out a wry chuckle and shakes her head.
I'm afraid I don't have it anymore. I received so many letters.
She can't move her legs. Is that a JoJo reference?
Some of them not so much friendly.
We're gonna go ahead and say yes. Yeah, why not? Sure, man.
I've made a name in this industry.
The Marvel rivals.
And a few enemies too.
And...
If I paid any
wait,
attention
doesn't
to the
Xavier in
don't
Rivals
drag me
walk?
down.
Don't they have the
tend
version
not
of him
to
that
keep it
walks in
that
Rivals?
way.
I don't know. I haven't like looked into it at all.
Well, I'm sure you would do a fine job
missed that.
keeping me safe, officers. I can't let myself worry over it. Besides, what are they going to do? Break my kneecap?
Jesus Christ.
Frankly, the only thing I am worried about is that your presence is another distraction for my crew.
I know avoid spoilers for Anniversary, but yeah, I'm not gonna watch a trailer or anything, but I'm definitely gonna see the characters because, like, of course I am. It's gonna be on Twitter and everywhere. I'm gonna be really annoyed if it's someone who, like, joins us, and that in itself is a spoiler, man. She casts a grateful and perhaps why can I not read today? Apologetic look around the set.
So,
I say it every day, I just can't
It's very
read.
much appreciated
Base
that you
Noir.
went out of your way to check in on me. But I have a movie to make. I can't disappoint my fans.
Now's your chance, Liang. Become someone.
Now,
Join the movie.
if you'll excuse me, we're burning daylight and I still have 4 more scenes to film.
He's 100% crippled, yes. Oh, okay, I see.
These Hollywood producers may have opened doors for me, but they also give me so many problems lately.
The doors? Yeah, I imagine they would. I know, yeah. Like, you're gonna see them regardless, unless you just block everything reverse related, which kind of defeats the purpose for me. Because that's the only reason I use Twitter. She smiles at the officers as if to signal the conversation's end.
Is this really
I'm just really
because
hoping none of the
movie?
playables are spoilers. I love how much she jokes of her being, yeah, she seems pretty chill about it. Though I guess you kind of have to be, like, either you get really bitter about it, or you're just kind of like, whatever, it's happened. It is what it is. Noor has already begun to turn her wheelchair away, but Liang stops her in her tracks.
Pardon me?
What did she say? Oh.
You seem to be refusing our assistance because you've decided this threat is only a harmless prank.
I wonder how much a ride costs. A fair bit, I'm assuming, because that thing looks custom built, man.
You've decided that it's
It's
worth
also
the
bulky,
risk
so-
to focus on your film. I don't mean to judge your decision. It may be understandable in some cases.
She moves closer, lowering her voice as she leans in to deliver the next sentence in a hushed voice. Dark humor goes hard, yeah, actually, though. Audio only, yeah, for sure, Frank, for sure.
It's not just a prank. If
it is
serious.
Spotlight padded seats, quality build, that's at least a few thousand. Yeah, like, that cannot be a cheap thing, man. Like, she is a movie director, though, so, like, she is, my category... Oh, shit. Hang on. Let's go ahead and fix that. I think I'm, like, if I'm in the Wuthering Waves category, I'm actually just handicapping myself. That's crazy. Why switch this? This does not switch, man. That's annoying. Reverse. 1999, 11 viewers. Man, who's streaming in reverse right now? What the heck? Are there actually people streaming in reverse right now? Oh shit, Riku was online. That's crazy. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, back to it. And drops are on Lamau. Oops. Wait, I didn't know there were drops for Wu. I have to go watch a Wu stream at some point then. Fuck me. Hang on. I'm just... I got jump scare spoiler character by reverse YouTube shorts. Yeah. Is it Sophia? Because I remember a lot of people got spoiled by that. By the reverse, like, actual thing. Hello, welcome in A94. How are you? Nor has had time to process loss of lives. I'm sure. Like, it's probably been a while.
Am I sensing disapproval?
There's always some JP YouTubers streaming reverse, yeah. Which is good, right? Because normally the tag is just dead, which is kind of sad. Noir narrows her eyes a little and raises a hand to halt her approaching assistant. Noir. Yeah, Noir. I like her design a lot. I just cannot be waiting for her, man. This is a good sign. Liang has earned the chance to talk for at least a little longer. She pushes aside her conflicting emotions and carries on in a voice only the two of them can hear. Also the current one, though it's not a big spoiler. The current... I don't think I've been spoiling the current one just yet.
Signs of mental instability. Their symptoms include
Didn't know you were in Twitch heading there. Yeah, but like my Twitch is pretty dead, but I think Frank is over there.
None of the patients seem to have anything in common.
A lot of people with one beard, yeah.
All without a clear cause. Does that sound familiar?
Sorry. Is this leading somewhere?
Like, I want to get the cross chat thing set up because that looks really interesting. Like super convenient. Just leading somewhere. After a moment of thought, Noir shakes her head, her calm face carrying a perfectly measured hint of confusion.
A case. 8 years ago.
Oh, she knows something.
The scriptwriter.
What happened to being God's chosen gambler? Look, you can't take these things for granted, alright? Just because you were blessed by the divine once, it doesn't mean it'll happen again. And if you assume it does, then you just get cursed, right? That's how that always works. She burned to death in her own house. God damn, that's a heavy thing to hit someone with. What the fuck, man?
However, the cleaners found a fume reel in the debris. Surprisingly intact after the fire.
Liang has been watching Nora's every expression. She doesn't miss the fleeting shift in her eyes at the mention of the film reel.
Strange, isn't it? Every other item was burnt to ash. Yet this 1 8mm reel was as good as new.
No balls. Man, I need to roll every banner. Well, not every banner, but every patch from here to 2.0. Or whatever the fucking thing is. Second anniversary.
3 of the 5 who watched it ended up in an asylum. 1 jumped from a building. And the last, according to the reports, became like an empty shell of the person.
It's a cursed videotape. What the heck? Long ass whisper. I only use this YouTube channel for reverse and I blocked all channels. Yeah, but see, the thing is, Mask, even the official channel gives spoilers. Like, what the hell? What is that? Just let me for I might even skip. I'm definitely skipping right from that up. Like, she looks cool, but Aleph is in that patch. I had to get him first.
And what's happening here reminds you of that?
You'll survive. I have, yeah. Yeah.
There are some commonalities between the cases. I can't ignore the possibility that they are related. 2 in particular stand
Live
out
leaks.
to me.
Apparently, it's just a cursed video reel.
Of those affected.
I stopped watching trailers before the patch shoot. Yeah, like the trailer patch itself is fine, right? But like their other miscellaneous materials, those definitely spoil. Whispers spark amongst the crew as they eye the secret conversation.
What are the police still here for? Are we gonna get back to filming?
Yo, extra, calm down.
Who knows? But it doesn't seem good. We are losing light here. Can these guys wrap it up already?
Damn. These murmurs, of course, don't escape Noir's and Liang's notice. When she speaks again, Noir's tone is far more direct.
Is that an accusation?
With the ring in my Hong Kong film theme patch. Yeah, I forgot this was partially a horror
No, not
event.
at all. I'm just hoping you might be able to shed some light on our case.
The film reel actually condensed
After
humanity
our
for its brain
initial
rot content. Yeah, it's just skibbity toilet, man.
We officially recorded it as an ominous Arcanum incident and determined that the cause with that 8mm film reel, which contained a film titled Reunion of the Three Swallows. To
That
this
can't
day,
be a
however,
coincidence, because there were 3 friends,
the
right?
exact nature of the Arcanum hasn't been conclusively determined. We still aren't sure why it has this strange effect on people's minds, nor why the damage appears to be irreversible.
Oh, reverse name drop.
Perhaps more importantly, we still don't know the origin behind the Arcanum on the reel. There are many possible causes that might create such an effect. One of the most common thought is from absorbing powerful emotions from an arcanist. The darkest emotions possess the strongest power. Anger, hatred, emotions so strong that they can outlast their bearer's death. Like a curse from beyond the grave.
It's actually just the
carrying
ring.
out their last will
Or
as an
not the ring,
obsession.
is it the ring? The Grudge?
And in such
One of those.
cases, these objects are sure to lead to disaster. I believe that this film is, undoubtedly, one such cursed item.
It's definitely a 2-hour TikTok doom scroll, man. Latham is old, man, she's 9. Why is there banging coming from outside? I don't know if that's a gunshot or what. I talk about spoilers and I open YouTube and see spoilers. I'm actually a bit upset. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. It's so annoying. That's why I have my YouTube set to no recommendations.
Then we must
Like,
find
I just
out
cannot
what
be bothered.
obsession it's carrying out and find a countermeasure.
I assume you're already on the case.
I think they told you the relevant items are in the category of curse. Oh, yeah. You've mentioned this before, and they actually brought it up this time. That's crazy. I might have to unsub Steam Bun and Neko Gamer. Yeah, Steam does do like some future stuff, doesn't it? I don't know. I haven't seen Neko Gamer stuff. Don't get cursed, man. I'm gonna get cursed.
I am.
We're
Mr.
going
Hall.
for it.
I've been studying the report on the original case, including some of the theories of the original investigator. One of the theories suggests that
Blue Puck found me. Yeah, it's so over, man. They're putting me down.
7 series, there were many points of conflict between you and Miss He. In fact,
Cool.
the reports mention you had a violent quarrel with her on the day of the fire. There was even a question about whether you might have been responsible for her death.
Can't believe YouTube still hasn't. Yeah, like there's no way to
So,
curate your
as you
YouTube
can
shit.
see,
It's so annoying.
I have more than
I
a
just
strong
don't even
reason to
bother
believe
having a
you
thing.
are connected. And if this cursed reel is behind these recent incidents,
Like having a search history or anything, because that's just
I'm afraid that
It's
you
not
may
useful.
be the intended target of this curse.
and my personal YouTube stuff is all just like YouTubers, so I don't get spoiled there either, so it's fine. Post lunch question. These are a lot faster than last time. The first principle is that what you see is real, but it might not be the truth. Post lunch question. Oh, look at that. We got a little bot here. Let's just go ahead and kick this person. Actually, I don't have Twitch open. I can't be bothered.
Hot damn, rookie. Who could
Oh
have
wait, I
guessed
can.
the famous director would
Hong
be a
Kong
part of her
horror,
own
pretty
real-life
spooky.
thriller?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
After talking to her, we still got nothing useful to go on.
Hi, bot.
I can't read anything behind that smiling face of hers. But if your little theory has got any truth to it, then Noir is in real danger. So why not talk? Isn't she worried about her own life?
This is like the most stereotypical Chinese restaurant. Holy shit. Like complete with a big fucking mirror on the side here. That's crazy. Poitier channels her frustration into her food, devouring most of the meal in the blink of an eye. As she swallows the last shrimp dumpling, she turns to look at Liang, who's busy chatting with the restaurant owner.
是吗？原来对面杂货店那家的女儿也。
Butcher's daughter is also.
就是咯，最近都不知道搞什么，好多街坊家里都出了事，老卢家还算好嘞。他带个女儿去看中医，抓了药，吃了一段时间就好了不少。
So one of my favorite items is the noisy magazine Awakened Gun. They asked who made, why he made it. He said he can, yeah. So the most evil shit on the internet is scroll contents, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, TikTok. Man, YouTube Shorts ruin me sometimes. Like I'll just be scrolling and then it's like 8 in the morning. It's like, ah, fuck. Still no chicken, this one's too far away from its roots. That's true. And there's no like random shitty aquarium in the corner. Their grandma was already so weak from the heart, now she's gone crazy, she's going to drive them crazy too. Oh.
之前都有个靓妹来问
She asked
这
around
件
about this
事，
too.
说什么事情不太对路。
都说。
哎，我说呀，
您说还有人打听过这件事，那是什么人？
Yes.
他说自己是什么新科学
哦在那里
鬼事务所的，好像是个神婆，刚来到唐人街这一带的。他还给了我一张卡片，印得鬼马了个，不过不知道被我。
原来如此。
Thank you very much. As Zhang returns to her seat, Poitier shoots her a questioning look.
So, any progress?
Any progress?
I have some bad news. First, there are more victims than we expected. Second, we're not the only ones who've noticed. We need to hurry if we don't want this case to attract.
I actually forgot Anne and Lee hadn't shown up to this story. Yeah, actually though. Like her and Matilda, I forgot were part of the story until they were mentioned.
Why don't we start with the director then? She seems like our best lead.
Having cleared the dishes closest to her, Poitier pulls the char siu buns from the other side of the table.
I've got a hunch her case is connected with this one. Just like you said, there are too many coincidences to not dig deeper. That rider.
Actually, a normal day in LA,
it?
yeah.
Huh,
Crazy people
did you
showing
mean?
up in the streets. Completely
She's
normal.
an arcanist, right? No surprise that she'd imbue that film with all of her final bits of hatred. I've seen a dozen cases like it.
Isn't that crazy? This is just like a normal thing that happens. You just get cursed films rolling around and people are like, oh yeah, that's business as usual.
Cursed objects are weird as heck. It's definitely possible that it could have chased Noir all the way here.
But there isn't any evidence that corroborates the rivalry between Miss
Yeah, wait,
Noir
Brandon,
and
is
Miss
that anecdote really want to know about? Yeah. Is that's this patch, is it? Yeah? There isn't any evidence that corroborates.
Hold on. Didn't you read that?
Don't describe all Chinese food for day. Yeah.
Maybe it's only hearsay.
I had what did I have today? I had 2 cans of tuna today. It's fucking miserable. Oh, and some protein powder. It's only hearsay.
Not only that.
Go get some and serve yourself, yeah.
I did some digging of my own. The night that cleaner leaped off that roof was the exact same night that Noir was in the car accident that left her legs paralyzed. It gets freakier. According to the reports, they happened within minutes of each other.
And your diet, you know, my diet is fine. That's the problem. My nutrition is actually following an actual thing, and it sucks. It actually just sucks. Again, Dad's sad every time you mention it. No, man, because you gotta cut down on calories and you gotta up that protein intake. Okay, it sucks so much when you actually have to hit a goal, because I need to hit 200 grams of protein a day, which is fucking hard. All right, at some point you just get tired of eating. I fucking hate it. Ugh. He's figuring out, okay.
We've got a saying in the DAA, Cadet. When it comes to Arcanum, there's no such thing as coincidences.
Not being a fan of Chinese food saved my ass to cement hungers, yeah. Drop it, maybe? No, man. You gotta get your macros in. It's so sad. With this declaration, Poitier pops the last char siu bun into her mouth.
Whether coincidence
Learn to cook, by that
not,
contacts your. I know how to cook. Like I can make chicken. I just don't have any chicken left. This chicken is very lean and has a decent amount of protein for that.
Of course.
You do not need to. You do need 200 grams. Like if you're working out, it's I think it's like 1 gram per pound. So I'm actually still coming up short. Oh fuck. Poitier notices the dejection on Liang's face and sheepishly sets down her chopsticks.
I get you. This isn't just about evidence.
Should we read all the roguelike items? Yeah, I still haven't read the flavor text for the stuff. I just like try to get through roguelike as quickly as possible for the rewards.
But you've got to pursue this, even if that means you have to separate the artists from their work.
Yang remains silent for a moment, picks up the chilled lemon soda from the table and takes a sip.
Actually, there is another reason that I'm not entirely convinced that Miss Noah, the film incident, and the events in Chinatown are connected.
0.5 to 0.7? Really?
In fact,
even when you're lifting? Because I've always heard it was 1. Well, if it's 0.7, then I'm pretty on track with 200.
Contained by the Foundation 6 months after the initial incident.
I always assumed I was under, but I could not. There was no way I was fitting 250 grams in. It's just not happening.
It should still be safely stored within the Arcanum Containment Department.
Oh. A sharp crash interrupts her words. The two turn towards the sound.
Oops, I'm sorry.
What are you doing here, man? I'm sorry. I need a new roguelike guide for the final update. I have been getting absolutely blasted by the roguelike recently. The typewriter that the description says can create a claw that attacks enemies, but if you make a grammatical mistake while typing, it will attack you. That sounds like the most... Why? Why would you make this? But her sneaking glances towards the two officers don't escape their attention, and the shiny emblem on her chest tells them exactly where she's from.
Well.
Foundation. They exchange a puzzle look. Hey, Scott,
If I remember it right, you mentioned earlier that you saw someone from the Foundation acting suspicious yesterday.
Mammoths back then really thought more was better, but it's now proven that your protein cap's at 0.7. That makes... okay. That's fair.
Yes. Like the lady
but
over there,
even at 0.7, 200 is within range. Which is still fucking bad, man. Sold herself out, actually, though.
Guess we'll have
Why is she here again? Oh, to get the thing back.
I agree, Miss Poitier.
They rise from the table and approach the girl. You'd think they wouldn't be as... well, I guess if there was a Foundation person acting, like, suspicious. Why do they wear their badge in public? Well, because the Foundation is kind of, like... well, like... a known entity and one that it carries some degree of weight, right? So I guess making your allegiance known means people... it makes your job a little bit easier. Could give her her thingy. Where is it? Damn it, man. Oh, I haven't gotten it yet. I don't have enough to buy it yet. Okay. We're just gonna go with this. Who cares?
Can we use the camera dolly this time?
Because the fear of being attacked will make you write grammatically correct. You have to give commands by writing, and then if you make a mistake, it will attack you. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, she's trying to spy. That's true. She is trying to spy. Don't even for 200. Even 100 is enough and great. I might cut down. We'll see. Because I'm definitely not having a good time with the 200. Like, I've been hitting it consistently-ish. It's just miserable.
Please.
Why is it on auto?
Awaken. Found it.
I've forgotten she's supposed to be hidden. That's true. She only has like a memory of 3 days. Why does Scott have a playable thing? There's no way she's becoming playable. She's too plain. Final struggle. Oh. God, I love this soundtrack. Buried in lies, evasive insincerity, putting on a show. That's kind of a suspicious sounding moveset. What the hell? I still don't know how Leon works.
Please,
Real Leon, yeah. Why are we beating the last? Well, apparently this is how we take care of things, man. You can get the Foundation discount. I wouldn't be surprised if they had Foundation, like some sort of thing for the Foundation. What am I doing?
Let me check my rails first. Stay back, I say.
It's kind of like Moldier. I guess.
Finally,
This man has special dialogue for failing certain stages or for trying to limit. Really? Back. Are they important? Undropping the plate punishable by beating. Actually, though. Oh, that's true, huh? Moldier isn't actually playable. We're showdowning in a town full of Chinese people. Yeah. Yeah, actually. Under Liang's and Poitier's relentless questioning, the suspicious Foundation member ultimately surrenders.
All right, I'll tell, but only to you. Since you're a vigil, but she isn't, right? Sorry, I should really only disclose this info to other Foundation
What they showed
members.
him, yeah. Shoots a cautious glance at Poitier. Man, Poitier does not like the Foundation. Poitier says nothing, simply raising her chin at Liang in approval. Not really important, it's just kind of neat. Oh, okay. Liang follows the girl out into the empty alley. After verifying Liang's identity with her communication device, the girl gives a final glance up and down the alley before talking. I heard the hard problem was fixed. Yes, I heard that as well. Which is good, because it was really annoying.
I'm here on a mission for the Foundation, and you might be able to help me with it.
September 1990. A female arcanist committed a serious assault and caused a number of casualties. She had appeared at an illegal gathering held by the Order of Enlightenment, a subordinate organization of Manes Vindictae.
September 1990.
The Timekeeper encountered her and confirmed her identity.
Oh.
Anjo Nala, a Beyond Arcanist.
So this is San Francisco.
Born sometime in the 19th century, she was sealed inside a wind-up toy in the year 1968. Since then, she has become a lethal weapon that must obey whoever possesses her toy.
But we've already gotten permission to get... Actually, no, this is before 2.4.
I mean, the real 1985. That toy had been safely stored in an Arcanum containment department as a dangerous item.
Until it was stolen.
You were involved in that particular inventory check. There are 4 additional items that are now lost aside from number 066.
It's occurred to me that Poitier will get reversed, so now I'm set. Yeah. I mean, assuming there's another storm, which most likely there will be. Scott's voice sounds kind of boily. I mean, I kind of like when the females have lower registers, because having all of them be like the cutesy ooh voice is kind of annoying. A lot of carryover plot from the others. Yeah. I mean, this is technically also an event, so I'm not as peeved by it, but if it starts to bleed over into main story stuff, then I'm like, okay, what are we doing here?
The circumstances of the last storm and that devastating spell threw our whole organization into chaos. However, there's no excuse for failing to uphold our department's most crucial mission. Fortunately, it appears that our break-in was committed by a single culprit.
I really can't believe they're actually expanding on the theft of the robot. Actually, that's kind of interesting. Because I always just assumed it was just one guy who wanted to make some money.
It's about all the weird things that happen in Chinatown, right? It was my mission to catch Latham and retrieve all the arcane objects she'd stolen before they caused more damage.
Wait, Latham? Loggerhead is the one who stole all the shit? What the fuck?
I guess it's already too late for that.
Wait a minute. The meaning behind these words is crystal clear. There's no room for Liang to feign ignorance. What?
And you're saying that...
Yes, the cursed reel from the incident you mentioned was among the stolen items. And you said that you have some clue about its current whereabouts?
I wonder what's the purpose of these voicemails where they clearly have basic cell phones. It might be based on like the little what do you want? Her device thing? Oh wait, you mean the letters? Yeah, that's an interesting one. Maybe for confidentiality, because I'm assuming the letter just you can burn it or something. I don't know. You know, don't leave an actual trail. More confidential, yeah. Technically, this patch confirms everything is main story. Like the 7.6 being made more linked to the main story. Yeah. Like, but it's not like directly linked the way Anjo Nala shows up and then shows up in the thing in the main story and all that. So this thief is the one that sold the robot toy to yes. Which I'm guessing is Latham now. What the hell? Now camera really broke free just to film some Chinese movie in LA based. She's different. First film reunion of the Three Swallows is in Chinatown. The weight of this revelation sinks heavily in Liang's chest.
I was told to operate under strict secrecy. But at this point, the faster they're retrieved, the better. So, shall we work together?
It's been established that the storm has been causing a shortage of text since you can't replace them easily if you're in the wrong area. Letters are probably more time-proof. That's a good point, actually. That's a very good point. Like, if it's Arcanum-based, you will likely have it until the end of time. Just a letter that can read itself for you, though. Like, if it works, why get rid of it, I guess? Scott takes a notebook from her pocket and pulls out a photo tucked inside.
Our main suspect is Latham, an awakened arcanist.
Look at them, they're so cute. They also have voice pictures from Naruto 1.5. Do they? Can't remember that part. Leon can't help but look surprised when she recognizes the other girl in the photograph. I mean, yeah. But Scott seems to misinterpret her reaction.
It's hard for me to believe she'd do this. We were colleagues and close friends. I used to call her Loggerhead because she's the most forgetful person I know. At first, I refused to believe she could do such a thing. I still don't understand why. She's not the kind to be greedy.
Makes sense. I imagine some tech became obsolete because the device that used them got reversed, yeah. Like, if VCR players don't exist anymore, what the fuck are you gonna do with your VCRs, man? Or your VHSs,
But the
rather.
Vigils investigated the theft thoroughly. And the Vigils are not the kind to make mistakes. You've been here a few days already, right? Have you had any word about where she might be?
About that. Scott's brow furrows, her expression torn between hope and fear. It's as if she wants confirmation while equally dreading to hear the truth. Dog with loving family went front door open. And hence I mentioned some technique of it.
Sorry, I haven't.
What? What do you mean? We've seen her. Why are you lying? She shakes her head. Scott's expression visibly relaxes.
Oh, what a pity.
Hey, Apostle Sven, how are you? Welcome in. Here's Fatsuya, who says she doesn't care about the humans and oh, that's right. Wait, yeah. What Makawa uses to incriminate her. Oh, okay. We are just blazing through these, man. What the heck? Post-lunch question. This isn't 8 yet. This document contains confidential information. Please do not take it out of the precinct. Noir, female arcanist. Her arcane skill allows her to manipulate inanimate objects within a defined range, designating them as actors. Born in Hong Kong in 1950, graduated from the USC School of Cinematic Arts in 1972, later worked at what would eventually be known as TVB. In 1978, she began collaborating with independent production companies to produce low-budget films. Released her debut film Muddle in 1979, established a new art company in 1980, and began working on the film Detective C07. In 1983, a car accident left her paralyzed from the waist down, allegedly tied to the film incident. Further attached document. Liar stockings on my actually, like, why is she covering for Loggerhead right now? Literally Xavier. Actually just Xavier. Name deserved.
Have a good day.
Okay. Before the owner can even say goodbye, Liang is yanked Poitier out the front door.
What's the rush? I haven't even finished my
So Nora's at least, yeah, Nora's like 42 or something, if I recall. Like, she is an actual head.
But we need to find
Not like
Miss
Willow.
Latham.
She's a true head.
Wait, hold on. I'm all for chasing down a crook.
Shotty's
But why
half-life
do I
already.
get the feeling you didn't
His
tell your
half-life already.
Foundation friend about your run-in
Loggerhead
with
beatdown
Latham?
time. Can't we just, like, hang out with her? It's fine.
What's up? Why you
Nora's a
keeping her in the
MILF.
dark?
I mean, I don't think she actually has kids, but... So not in the strict sense, right?
I think that something isn't right about her.
Oh.
I've been to the A City before. To most, it might seem defenseless, but it's actually heavily protected by arcane rituals.
I would hope so.
According to Miss Scott, Latham acted alone, but there's nothing in her file that would suggest she's capable of that. Her arcane skill level is frankly far from remarkable.
That's crazy. Imagine being an awakened and still having a shit-ass
Even
Arcana.
with insider knowledge,
Damn.
I don't believe it's possible she could have bypassed the security
MILF
system
character in
and
Katawa
escaped on her
Shoujo.
own.
Yeah, they don't have that, do they? Damn.
Either Miss
1.9
Latham
music.
has
Oh,
played
is
the
this 1.9?
foundation for fools, or she has
It
more
is, it is, it
powerful
is.
accomplices. That leads me to another thing. This
Loggerhead
mission
is too
not
stupid to pull
something
up.
that
I mean,
typical
that's
Foundation
essentially what she
staff member
says.
Would be assigned to.
Powers in reverse be scuffed, bro. Yeah, but you'd think if you were born of the Arcanum, you would actually have decent abilities, but apparently not, man. Roland is walking God's favor, actually, though. Yeah, his entire power is based on being God's best buddy.
There's something we don't know.
something is odd then, huh? Instead of calling her mid, yeah.
That girl with glasses
mid, I think, is even a bit of a an overstatement.
Maybe. Or that she was being lied to herself.
We don't even know if he's Arcanus, he is him. I'm pretty sure Razor's human. I'm pretty sure all of Razor Squad is human. Because they have the weapons, and I think those weapons are built specifically for humans. To combat Arcanum. Yang pulls her SPF-1 contact device from behind her cloak. After a few simple taps, she turns it around for Poitier to see. Maybe she's smart. They 3 days ago give her, but yeah, 3 days ago she had all the knowledge, and now it's gone. I don't see Apple being an international. That's true. He does do some light stuff, but he also had name day whose power is naming things. But don't things change when he names them? Like, surely that has some application.
You mean she's not actually wanted?
I'm gonna get clawed to death by that top typewriter, yeah. It's so over.
I don't think so. Miss Scott said that their department wanted to solve this
all of Razor Squad
problem
is human. Yeah,
secretly.
that sounds about right.
So I thought that might explain the reason Miss Latham's warrant wasn't on her file. However, when I tried to access more of their records to
Chapter 5,
double-check
yeah,
my
maybe.
findings, I ran into a block on
I think it was one of the
Scott's
traces as well.
Access denied.
Oh my god, this fucking device, every time. Every time we're at a crucial junction, this thing tells us to fuck off. Man. Warning symbol flashes on the screen. Mr. Apple is hiding his true power.
It could just be because I'm only a cadet. There are some files that I don't have access to yet. I contacted my supervisor, but I haven't
Folks
heard
just can't upgrade their
anything
windows. Yeah, man, like, their security shit is awful.
back. I don't mean to distrust her.
Like, what's the
but I
point
can't
if
hold
you need it
anyone
and can't
above
access it?
suspicion.
Porte shifts her gaze from the device's screen back to Liang.
And what about me? You're putting a lot of trust in me, Liang. Is it really alright that you're telling me all this?
You saw that we don't have Utsu or Phototax and something new. I wonder if it will have Lauren who will come to him. Then, isn't it just, the critter thing? Isn't that the replacement for this patch? Me and the boys hate the SPF-1 comment. Yeah, like, these communicators are such a pain in the ass, man.
And possibly an inside job at
Mr.
that.
Apple can give folks cancer light news. That is true. Like, depending on what spectrum he's able to, like, generate, he could actually just blast you with some horrible shit. Is an Apple just light manipulation like Regulus? Yeah. Yeah.
You could have just lied to me. Make up some kind of story. It's not hard for a smart kid like you.
Yang gives Poitier a puzzled look.
Why would I? We're partners, Miss Poitier. Hiding information from you wouldn't be right. You told me that yourself, didn't you?
Me?
Yes. The first day we were on duty together.
Thought the replacement
You
is
said you
whatever
need
the
to know
5
what
unit
makes me
mode.
tick.
Oh, was there another thing? Okay, then I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up with the extraneous events and stuff. Like, I haven't really gone through the critter mode yet either. People just saying the SPF-1 are actually the maddest. Yeah, this is just like a whole psyop to make our stuff worse.
I did, didn't I?
Appears in 2 days? Okay. I see. Whitney seems a little dazed. The young looks at her, sincerity behind her eyes.
I've reconsidered it, and you are right. During my training as a vigil, our instructor emphasized many times that trusting our partner was of vital importance. And you, Miss Poitier, have proven to be capable, decisive, and compassionate. I have developed a deep respect for your work. We share the same
How is she
goal,
able to say this with
to
such a straight
discover the
face?
truth behind the incidents
That's crazy.
happening in Chinatown. I can't think of any reason why I shouldn't cooperate with you.
All right.
Go, PlayStation girl, go
I'm
play
blushing
that.
already.
Poitier cuts the young off, almost flustered.
Damn, girl. I didn't expect my meek little mouse to turn into this.
This what?
Forget it. You've made your point. Now stop it.
Stop. The other mode is when the alarm sounds. Okay. Do we know what it's about? Or is it just kind of a whatever thing? She waves a hand, signaling the conversation's end.
But you kind of missed my point. I'm worrying that the Foundation is gonna punish you for leaking classified information. Won't you get in trouble?
Though
Real
I may
Uranus
be a
patch.
leader of the Foundation, before that, I am the descendant of the Liang family. I'm obliged to do all that is necessary to fulfill my destiny. And given the circumstances, I think providing all relevant information that might assist us in catching the thief and retrieving the threatening arcane objects is worth bending the rules. Just a little.
Jesus, Ethan. Please. Despite her conviction, Liang can't help but hesitate a little.
Besides, I'm not under any orders to keep this a secret, so...
Cheeky. And you say you don't like bending the rules.
I don't remember what they say in my gym. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the like side stuff because I figured I'll just see it when I see it.
And I like it. Come on, let's work this out together.
Steven Universe. I've never actually seen Steven Universe. It was a little bit after my time.
Which one is my room again? Oh, right. I wrote it down. Let me see. There it is. I almost went too far again. Now the key card. Where did I put it? Oh, here.
Home sweet home. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I really like her voice actress. Camera-headed girl freezes in place. Latham Loki sounds like Anjo. Does she? I'll have to listen again. Remember the clear clip, her hilarious line. Was that actually in Steven Universe? Holy shit.
Latham, right? It's been a while.
Why are there police officers in my room?
We have some
man?
questions for you. Please try to cooperate.
How did they even get in? Dan steps forward and closes the door on her behalf. Latham is afraid because they're gonna kiss her. Alright. I feel like we should move you up. So I can actually finish these fights in a decent amount of time. Why are we always beating up Loggerhead, man? This is a serious criminal offense. Who are you gonna call, the cops, man? Okay, well. I am the police. God damn. You're that vigil from the hospital. I'm sure I shaken off this person. What do you want with me? I think you already know the answer to that. No, she doesn't. She doesn't have a memory, dog.
Charging. Loading.
Police brutality coming up. Gonna crank Latham. Yeah, Latham is, oh god, look at that. This is the moment where Liang and Poitier enters Latham's private domicile. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something in the Constitution about this. We definitely don't have a warrant, man. It's okay, we don't have body cams. It's fine. No one's ever gonna know. When an unsuspecting prey steps into a carefully laid trap, the outcome is already decided. She is the law.
Alright, fine. I'll tell you everything. It was me, okay? They said I stole those arcane objects and sold them for money. Well, maybe I did. Ouch!
As she speaks, she backs closer and closer to the wall behind her until she smacks her oversized head into the window ledge. You can feel that? It's not actually her body, though, is it? A particular word in her statement makes Liang tilt her head.
What do you mean, maybe?
Maybe. You play the role of a Foundation security team tasked with handling the aftermath of the storm.
Can't remember it.
Oh, that's interesting. Wait, that could actually have a fuck ton of lore then. Okay, I'm very interested in that. I'm the police is terrifying. Yeah, it really is. Put down your phone, it's not legal to film. No body cams, you're caught in 35mm reel. Not if the film goes missing, right?
I can't find my memory film for that time, so really, I just don't know.
Memory film.
This so-called loggerhead girl, unawakened, isn't exactly a tough one. Within 30 minutes, she has spilled everything. I like how they reuse the assets and then they just, like, post random Chinese stuff in them, just, you know, for the heck of it. Yet despite the seemingly ideal result, neither of the officers looks pleased.
So, to summarize what you just said, Latham, you're an awakened piece of a movie projector, which forms a Latham loop.
I think the chameleon communicator is a body cam. That would make sense, yeah. I assumed it was like a critter.
You were designed to play movies, not record them. And that's why you suffer from severe amnesia.
As Rickon's bath must have shared those comfy ass shit rooms. I mean, these were the rooms used
you
in
can only recall things
older
that
games,
happened
right?
within the last 3 days. And after that, you'll forget almost everything. Do I got that right?
It's the hotel, but Chinese, yeah. They just threw in a painting, threw in the thing here, and then threw the little calendar on the wall back there.
I guess so.
You guess so?
Type of bed you feel like waking up from. Yeah, like the really cushy ones in the hotels. I sleep on the floor, man. I don't have a bed. Poitier's sudden questioning startles the girl. She shrinks further into the corner, wedging herself between the window and a nearby chair.
I can see why that friend of yours calls you Loggerhead. You deserve the name.
And she has a medical condition. Why are you bullying her?
It's understandable. Awakened arcanists often suffer side effects related to their origins and materials, but still, this is quite unusual, to say the least.
Skill issue, honestly.
So
she was born this way, man.
Of what happened 3 days ago, or even any of the cases she was involved in. So then, she's basically useless to our investigation.
Police disabled person. You ever see that video of the cops just kind of unloading on a guy in a wheelchair?
I can
That's
only
kind of fucked
imagine
up.
what disaster it would be if you showed up in a Detective CO7 movie.
I like how they just added Chinese aspects to already. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like they just throw it in. It's legally distinct, guys. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, that's rude. How come I'm a disaster?
Yeah, she's in the room, man. Why are you? Like at least have the decency to go somewhere else and then talk behind her back. The girl, mustering what little courage she has left, waves her metal fist in defiance. But her feeble resistance has no effect on the officers. After sighing in unison, they exchange a glance.
What do you think?
I've made a request for Miss Latham's detailed records, but...
Good cop Chinese cop tactic. Neither of them are being a good cop right now. They're just insulting her, man.
The best lie she could come up with was a hamster riding a stethoscope. I kind of doubt she's a master manipulator.
She is right there. Just the Chinese, which is the good one. That's crazy. Like, they're just shit-talking her to her face. They're not even acknowledging her. That's so sad. She'll remember in 3 days. Actually, that's true. That's true. She won't remember in 3 days, so it's safe. There's no trace there, right? Okay. Unraveling the mystery. Dispel the fog, unravel the mystery, and they'll claim that this is the truth.
Let me sort things out. Miss Loggerhead, you said you could record and save your memories using a special type of film developed by Laplace.
I like Latham, but she's more like a comedy relief, awakens me. That does seem to be what they're trying to do with her, which is kind of sad, because I kind of like her. I feel like she could be a really interesting character if they gave her a bit more. Maybe they will. I don't know. We're only 10 chapters in.
Which means that even
Omni
if you
Man
don't
reference?
recall taking anything from the arcane
I haven't watched Invincible. Take advantage of the fact that she won't remember in 3 days. They actually, though. Most halfway through the story, and Emily still hasn't appeared on screen. Really? Oh, no. We are. Yes. I'm wondering when Annie actually shows up.
But the fact is, the
maybe when it
films
all
are
goes
gone.
down.
Isn't that right?
She's been mentioned at least, so it's not completely going to be out of the blue when she shows up.
Important memories with me and leave the others in my room.
I never noticed that the reel actually kind of comes over her shoulder like that. That's interesting. Aren't these things like light sensitive? Like, shouldn't they not be out in the middle of like everywhere?
The Foundation staff checked the visitor log after the stuff was stolen. Turns out I was the only one who visited the office that day. So they sent people to my room and checked all my film. But they didn't find anything. Then they said they already had other evidence. So...
Oh, so that's definitely some sort of cover-up, isn't it? And then was never here real. Yeah, it does seem. Probably within the next like 2 or 3 chapters, I'm thinking. Because otherwise it'd be a really late time to introduce her. Loggerhead's voice trails off and someone else completes her words. So far, Midfield appeared at one stage, yeah.
Guilty. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Something must be wrong.
Something must be wrong. Anne Lee actually a knight and piercer. I'm sorry for the spoiler. Yeah, Anne Lee's been the one murdering all these people this entire time. Foundation employee who claimed to be hunting Loggerhead received a call from Liang just 10 minutes ago. But the moment she stepped into the clue-filled hotel room and laid eyes on Loggerhead, she blurted out, "You're still here," and just like that, the final piece of Loggerhead's testimony was confirmed. The two girls sitting on the bed lower their heads in silent understanding.
So, when you found Miss Latham, you bought her a train ticket instead of putting her under arrest.
Oh man, Scott is complicit.
I know
Put her
I've
down.
gone against orders, but I'm sure Loggerhead didn't do this. She's my friend. I can't just arrest her and have the Foundation lock her up. I'm sorry for keeping all of this from you, but you're a vigil. I had to be careful.
Wait, who's... Hang on. Did someone say Scott sound like Anjo? Because I'm definitely not hearing that. Or was it someone else? Hang on. Latham sounds like Anjo. Okay, I need to hear that then.
So, if it's not crossing the line, Miss Liang, Miss Potier, can I ask you to keep this between us? You can report it after we find out who's really done this.
Could you, please?
I can kind of hear it a little bit, but it's not quite the same. And in multiple personality disorder arc, the ghost got to her. It's just as old 2.0, man. That's literally as old, yeah. Actually, just as old. Every single person in this room is... Yeah, none of them are following orders. What the hell? Like, I'm pretty sure Poitier and Liang have completely gone off script on what they're supposed to be doing as far as police work goes. She's kind of cute, though. Definitely innocent. That's usually how it goes, right? If they're pretty enough, we just let them go. Scott's eyes gleam pleadingly, and Loggerhead's lens gleams as she stares at the officers in expectation. The pitiful expressions on both their faces would tug at anyone's heartstrings. Liang feels almost as though she's tormenting some kind of harmless creature, but this unofficial interrogation isn't over yet.
We'll talk about
we know her
that
VA?
once we
Oh,
figure
shit.
out what the hell's going on.
I really like her voice.
Back to the case. You said she gave you a train ticket. What are you still doing here?
Loggerhead lets out an awakened awkward laugh.
Actually, while I was on my way to the train station,
Who's the VA? Yeah, who is the
on
VA?
the other side of the street lost control and hit my cab. Thankfully, it crashed into
The inside of her
passenger
mouth
seat
being
where I
like
was
gray
sitting.
kind of freaks me out
My
though.
metal's much stronger
That's
than human
weird.
flesh.
Liang searches her memory for a moment.
That's right.
How does the camera
There
look
was
pitiful?
a car accident yesterday morning.
Just the body language, I guess.
The driver suffered some kind of unknown mental abnormality while he was on the road.
That's right, because everyone in China, like a bunch of people in Chinatown, have been undergoing like weird mental disorder things.
What happened next?
Is she
I was
2
sent
ton
to the
heart
hospital,
strong, durable?
And you showed up. I thought you
Jordan
were gonna
wins.
arrest
I'll have
me,
to look into
so
that.
I ran as fast as I could. I threw away my cell phone and contact device as soon as I left the Foundation. Scott said they could use them to track me down. I couldn't get a hold of anyone and didn't know what to do.
I don't know. There's like a quality to the voice that I can't really
And
point out. That's very
even though I
unique.
don't know for sure, I really don't think I'm guilty. It's super weird to be on the run when you feel like you're innocent. So, I went back to Chinatown to ask
She has like a little
Director Nora
to-do
for
list
help.
pinned to her
She
chest.
was
You
the
see
only
that?
one I could contact directly.
A crucial name.
Noah. Could you tell me how you got to know her?
Of course.
Oh, here we go.
Let me see. Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame. Okay. Now I just need to turn
Sound like
left.
a native English speaker, of course she sounds more expressive. It's not even that. There's just like some quality to her actual voice that I can't really pinpoint.
Wait. Which way is left again?
Like it's very
It
distinct.
changes every time I turn, right? Gosh, how the heck do people read maps?
I think we already talked about this on the last stream, did we? We probably did. I don't remember. I'm
Are
gonna be
you
honest with you.
alright? It seems you could use some help.
Really
Nora
that simple?
stopped to help me.
That's it?
She was really interested in my head, so
I mean,
we
that
had a
makes
little
sense.
chat, and I found out she was a director. She offered to take me to the Walk of Fame. We talked a lot about movies on our way there. Then I told her I was traveling alone, so she invited me to join her movie shoot in Chinatown.
Free labor.
How could I say no? I mean, she's a famous director. There's no way I'd miss a chance like that.
Jordan
Interesting.
works out. Okay.
That was the same day that odd things started happening in Chinatown.
The head that was bobbing sadly comes to a hesitant stop.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Did anything strange happen that day?
Loggerhead's lens flickers. It seems something has surfaced in her mind.
I've
missed the Night Piercer, truly. Yeah, that's why she just can't remember being the Night Piercer.
A strange film reel when I was unpacking that.
Oh, it's the cursed film reel. Oh fuck. Oh, we're screwed.
A strange film reel.
Wait, could that be?
Oh no. All three of the others immediately perk up at the mention of those words. But perhaps due to the limited field of vision of her camera lens, Loggerhead remains oblivious to their gazes. Instead, she pulls her backpack towards her, muttering to herself as she leisurely rummages through it.
Yeah, a strange.
She's actually an actress for movies instead of a VA. Oh shit, wait, hang on. I'm on her IMDb right now.
Every day or check from
Oh
time
wow,
to
she is
time,
actually
so
very
that I know what to
prolific.
watch to keep important things in my mind.
Oh shit, man. 1,000 Ways to Die. I used to watch this as a kid. What the heck? That's crazy. Whatever. Like check every day or check from time to time so they know what to watch.
I was gonna do a review that night, but when I looked through my film, there was a roll without a label on it.
A lot of reverse VAs were film actors first. That makes sense.
It
Like I
couldn't have been mine,
assume
'cause it was made of a
they're kind of
different
pulling
material.
from
I was
a
so
very
curious
limited
about it,
pool
you
of
know?
talent,
So I played
probably
it.
overlaps, I'm assuming.
What did you see?
It was a movie, I guess, but it was pretty short. More like a demo or a trailer or something. But it was so weird. Like a jumble of pictures and
Oh, that thing is
sounds.
absolutely cursed, man.
Didn't
You're
make
so screwed.
any sense to me. I don't know, maybe it was a prank or something?
Film actors are easy to work with? Maybe. Like, I don't know how these hiring decisions happen. Oh.
What's wrong?
The film, it's gone.
That doesn't worry you. Okay. Loggerhead shrinks nervously once again.
I can't find it. It was right here in my bag.
Oh boy.
Give it to me.
Loggerhead's performance, it really has. Also, A-Nights. Actually, yeah, A-Nights is very fun. Oh, excuse me. In one swift motion, Poitier snatches Loggerhead's backpack and upends its content on the bed.
Damn, first time I've seen a bag messier than my sister's. Do you ever organize your stuff?
How do you even organize a bag, man? The stuff gets jumbled around anyways. Watch this evil curse tape. Is this a prank video? Good thing she's forgotten the cursed content nullifying the curse. I don't know if that's how that works, but if it does, then she's safe, right? For the early VAs, I guess that since they tend to hire from UK and Canada, there were less specialized VAs there since LA is the VA hub. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Frank Loggerheads. Just like a whirlwind, Poitier tears through Loggerhead's things, ignoring her shrieks of, I just forgot to throw that away. And I still need that, as she ransacks not only the backpack, but the entire room. Just imagine. This is like actual just cop activities. Finally, she has no choice but to accept a rather disheartening conclusion. Actually, it's not even the cops. This is the ATF. They're coming in looking for your guns and shit.
Nothing. You didn't take it out and lose it somewhere.
She was in a car accident. She's not okay.
Take it for a tip.
She's made out of metal. She's probably fine. Just take it for a tip or your pizza guy or something. She really doesn't have any faith in her.
I forget things, but I'm not an idiot. I didn't lose it. Check my film if you want to prove it. It just disappeared into thin air.
But your film only records what you saw. Someone might have taken it when you weren't looking.
These little things on her hat remind me of like the pedals on the piano. Just the way they're shaped. It's been bugging me this entire time.
Does anyone else know about this film reel? Did you have any visitors or notice anything suspicious after you played it?
Suspicious? I don't think so. At least I didn't see
Alright,
anything.
and we see the fit. Yeah, like the sparkles sometimes get a little bit, like, again, they get a little bit distracting.
The only person who visited me afterwards was Scott. She came to tell me I was wanted by the Foundation. Oh, but actually, I wasn't alone when I played it. Noir was with me. She said she was interested in my memories, so she came and...
The other stare at Loggerhead as if she's grown a second head. She nervously swallows the rest of her sentence. Scott is the Night Piercer.
What's wrong?
I can't believe Scott's the Night Piercer, guys. It's so over.
So, it was Noir who took the film?
I mean, that makes sense. Like, it is her old friend or something, right? Not an idiot. The exchange code Loggerhead empty, actually. We're just bullying this kid. Solid punch sends the man flying. At least that's what was supposed to happen.
Sorry, Director. I'll try again.
Don't
They even gave
bother.
the extras eyes. Why?
Your martial arts skills are severely lacking. I don't want you to hit your head when you fall to the ground.
Jeez.
Go. Take a break.
Was he supposed to fly? Nora watched the tape and wasn't cursed. Ladies built different. Maybe she hasn't watched it. She just kind of okay. The disheveled actor still wants to argue his case, but everyone knows that once this director makes a decision, she won't change her mind easily. In the end, he simply sighs and steps aside.
That was the last one, Director. There are far fewer stunt performers with martial arts experience here than in Hong Kong. Master Lau and his men will arrive in a few days. Perhaps we could shoot the scene then?
Nicholas is on a tight schedule.
Nora's the night piercer. She has the perfect sight. She can't walk, but she can control the inanimate objects like puppets. So who knows? Loggerhead also isn't cursed. So yeah, I think Loggerhead is just an exception at this point. Nicholas is on a tight schedule. A single sentence is far from enough to capture the many difficulties the famous Hong Kong director has faced since working overseas. Leaning back in her wheelchair, she discreetly scans the set, searching for the missing piece of the puzzle.
Hmm? Her again?
Liang. Lin follows Noir's gaze.
Oh, that young officer?
Hey, we're back in Red Cup.
What do you want? Listen, I don't know what you are trying to do, but can't you just leave us alone?
Finally, peak music.
Sorry, ma'am. This is a closed
Melania's
set.
here.
If you don't have a warrant, please leave.
Guys,
I think I'm the Night Piercer.
Liang
Or
isn't
all
as
the
mean
Night
as she
Piercer.
seems.
Clearly, the arrival of a certain vigil cadet is unwelcome, so much so that even Loggerhead is being eyed with suspicion. But Liang ignores them. She locked onto her target the moment she scanned the set and is already striding straight towards her. She stops a few paces in front of the person in question.
I must say, I didn't expect to see you so soon, officer. Is there something
Liang has
else
aura.
you wanted to ask me?
Yeah, she was aura farming in that last stream.
I think I made myself perfectly clear this morning. I know nothing about your case.
This morning, this is the same morning.
No, madam. I'm here to help.
They love to use the EP from Red Cup. It kind of makes sense because it's like a very 90s sort of sound.
Help with what?
Which is when all those heist movies sort of came out, or 90s, early 2000s.
Miss Latham mentioned that you are looking for a qualified stunt performer for your movie.
It's like the Joker, it's not a person, it's a concept. That fit all the time, you know?
I'd like to help with that, if you don't mind.
I mean, it's a
As an
uniform, so I figure
apology.
she just has a bunch of them. Nora blinks.
You surprised me again.
Surprise me again. Okay, I think we can do another 2 nodes before I need to go to bed. It's 5:30. We actually might be able to squeeze in 3 nodes depending on how long these take. I mean, I've always been something of a movie buff. Remicump was in the 60s. That's true. Yeah, but it's based on like the heist movies and stuff, right? Like Ocean's 11 type shit, which was more like 90s, early 2000s sorts of movies. We've hit a dead end. Just what exactly doing this? Maybe we should go over the items in Loggerhead's bag again. She packed all these film reels, but somehow missed the most important one. Look at this. Well, she planned to open a video store. So many movie reels. These ones aren't Chinese, right? That's the She-Man Fighters, there's Miss Vampire, and the Troubled Lunatics. Classic Hong Kong films, but it's unclear if these were Loggerhead's collection or gifts from director Noir. Like that kind of time. Regular film reels and their stories aren't related to our investigation. Most people got used to sneak around and watch movies behind your parents' back. Which one here is your favorite? I'm learning actually. She just doesn't want to talk about it. What's up quick? You should watch Miss Vampire. It's a hallmark of Hong Kong arcade films. Remember that. Assuming Will isn't here, it's time for us to try something else. Big shot director has to say. Are Liang's bosses okay with her doing this? I mean, she's under the jurisdiction of LAPD now, or I guess the DAA now. So I guess whatever the DAA tells her to do, she's supposed to do. It appears to Melania because she appeared in the trailer jumping off a building. That's true. Yeah, like it's the same sort of vibe, right? Like a vigilante sort of deal. Cutting the $5 would be surprising considering it's a CNY patch too. Did they? No. Is Vampire Murdering is a reference to IRL Mr. Vampire series? Almost certainly. Like every time they reference something, it's pretty blatant, right? Especially in this patch. In voice acts. Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah. But I mean, if we go by the usual pattern, probably have voice acting for like the side stories as well. I'm gonna say that you're a stunt woman, seriously. I guess boss doesn't have the same support and tracking as Foundation, I guess. I mean that, yeah, but also like she's being put on loan to the DAA at this point, so like I guess they're just kind of hands off with it, you know. Nora chuckles and shakes her head before turning her wheelchair in disinterest.
Thank you, officer. Well, judging by your uniform, you're from the Vigils Bureau, aren't you? I appreciate the gesture. It's true that we may be able to attract more viewers if we have a Vigil on the cast list. But filmmaking isn't as easy as you think. Maybe I can fit you in next time.
Seems a little unbalanced for me. Don't you see a fit? Well, you do see the fit. Mr. Vampire's a fun movie series. By the way, Tao is fighting Jiangxi. Oh.
And I saw the performance just now. Not to be rude or anything, but I think I can handle the stunt.
Oh right, she's actually good at the shit.
That's what Miss
Seems a little unbalanced for me. Who's
right?
Her words stir up a storm.
What? Does she even know what she's talking about?
That's some pretty big talk.
Even Nora can't help but let out an amused chuckle at Liang's words. Even so, her wheelchair comes to a stop.
That's true. But are you certain that you'll make my movie better?
I can bring a bag of holding into a museum. Yeah, just take everything, it's fine. When the cop is legendary and thief gets a bag of holding. To be honest, no. Liang knows that the filmmaker is far more complex than it appears. Her answer is far from the truth. This just reminded me of the daily login from a few days ago. Oh, which one? I'm not recalling. Oh, the just because I'm Chinese doesn't mean I can do Kung Fu, right? That one. But if she's going to uncover the truth, she has to act a part.
Interesting. Since you insist, let's give it a try. Show me what a Vigil can do.
That one, yeah. Thief also has the ability to swap items to the bag. Yeah, like, that's a very powerful, for a thief especially, sort of trick. It isn't particularly clever trick, but unfortunately Latham's words weren't false. Moore would never turn down an opportunity to improve her films. God, she got the snake face, really? Really? Oh hell yeah, we're beating some dudes down, let's go.
Can we use the camera dolly this time?
Yo, these guys are jacked. The first thing, you're a martial arts apprentice in Chinatown, Cardinal. You're an outsider here trying to avoid trouble, so all you can do is curl up and take the beating. Damn. Are you ready, Vigil? Yes. Action. Hey this, don't you know what hand over the money means? You want to suffer? Go break her legs. You got it, boss. Well, I mean, we're gonna beat him up.
Loading, charging.
Please, allow me.
I thought they were beating more. The fact that you used Mandem Z as the counterexample means more knows Kung Fu, yeah. In a wheelchair, yeah. I did this a bunch of times because I wasn't paying attention to what's that pause for. Cut. Oh, we're supposed to lose, aren't we? Oh, no, we're not. But enough, you're humiliating and furious, ready to fight back. Were you expecting a beating? I was expecting to get our asses kicked, but I guess not. Like a scripted fight. No more looking weak, show me your anger. No, if you get it from the ground, not to prove yourself, but tell them whatever you've lost, you're taking it back. Action. Oh, she said, they're dead. They're gone. He's just a crippled runt. Jesus. This one. I'm tempted to make a post to really analyze the Melania versus the Yang Yue since we have an official comic and a gag comic based on it. Wait, that'd be kind of funny. Someone's big cat, yeah. Like, we are actually just gonna destroy these dudes. Too bad we can't set off, oh, no, they're just dead. He's gonna kill someone. Don't bite off more than you can chew. What?
What a memorable moment, timekeeper.
It was scripted. Was it actually scripted for you? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. I think a stunt woman requires practical skills more than acting. Yeah. Yeah, for the stunt portions of it. We broke this fight. When I did this and attacked, Nora got pissed at me and instantly wait. Did it glitch out for me? Hell yeah. I'm just built different, guys. Deadass. I should mention that Melania thinks AC is a carbuncle, but she has all of their characteristics, but AC doesn't want to answer. I mean, it's either that or it's like some sort of weird awakened, right? But I mean, carbuncle does make sense. Just like they attach some straps to it and call it a day.
As you claimed. No, even better. Really spectacular work. A perfect take.
I think it might be because you got rid of all the enemies on the round. That might have messed with the fail condition recognition. Oh no. You just... We don't need mechanics, man. We just brute force the shit. Nora's eyes glisten as she watches the playback of the shot. Meanwhile, after nearly 20 failed takes, Liang returns to the dressing room, her costume drenched in sweat. Asian female glaze Asian female. When she emerges back in her vigil's uniform, a bottle of water is handed to her.
Here, it's not open.
Thank you.
I'm glad you had to specify that.
Didn't expect you to pull it off. That was a dangerous stunt. Scared the crap out of me.
I think it's basically Lucy one-shot all. Yeah, that does seem to be the case.
All right. So you did a good job one time. But let me tell you, it takes a lot more than that to...
I think we beat this guy with Lucy next.
You've really got to hone in on the dramatic scenes if you want to move out of the stunt woman box. You good.
Only managed to swap the ass phone. Yeah, I can still kung fu. Yeah, but one has a bunch of arcane trick items with there.
You interested in doing that?
Like it depends, I think, because if you give Melania prep time, right? I'm pretty sure she'd probably win. Just because, you know, prep time. Cheaper town hall. This? I don't think we've had this before. Let's wait like 2 or 3 rounds and Nora will give you the green light to attack. No, man. We just destroy them.
If you are,
we hit them so hard that they forget what their script is.
There's always room for improvement, you know?
You're right. I'm sorry. But I'm not even a stunt woman, let alone an actress. This is all just a bit of fun for me.
Nora's reaction to not following her instructions is a bit funny. Oh, did she get like pissed at you?
Is that so? Oh, what a shame.
The queen of the set rolls over in her chariot, stopping beside Leah.
I appreciate your sincerity, but I'd be even more
appreciative if you since they're doing the tarot skin line, she just gets the chariot card, right? Like that's what it's gonna be. I appreciate your sincerity. Okay.
If it's just for a short time, I'd like to help in any way I can.
Yang definitely wanted some blood since he joined the LAPD, actually.
Fantastic.
He's got that bloodlust now.
Follow me.
Now I gotta see this reaction
and
myself.
Look at the script together. I have a few changes I want to make to the story.
Imagine telling professional that you're better than them, but you're just doing it for fun. Yeah, that's kind of a...
The audience will be more than happy
like at that
to
point, you
hear
just take the job, man. It's over.
Lines? Okay.
Could be a failed awakened and carbuncles are born in the same way. Possibly. Or even just that, like, the line is not as strict as we assume it is, right? Like, the hotel is kind of, is implied to be a nascent awakened, like, not yet there. But it kind of presents as a critter right now.
Well, have you memorized them?
Let me guess, her rich relatives also bought multiple of her outfit. Who? Liang? Oh man, that's standard issue.
Yes, every ward. But aren't there too many?
The blank spaces in the script spread out on the table are filled with Nora's flamboyant pen strokes.
She's got a point, Director. The investors might not approve them.
I came here for an investigation. I walk out with drop over. I mean, you go from LAPD to an actual actor. I think that's a bit of an upgrade, man. I'll take it. You make that joke with Nora, and then suddenly I remember about Part 5 JoJo's. Polnareff? Hell yeah. Liang is, I mean, Nora's just Polnareff, man.
Relax, we've done this before. They never read the script anyway. Besides, I'm not exactly asking for a monologue here. It's only 3 lines, just what's needed to make the character complete.
Len gives a helpless sigh. She knows all too well how pointless it is to try and change Nora's mind.
I'll keep practicing until filming starts.
I look forward to your performance.
By the way, I saw some deity dolls and sedan chairs on the set. The Dushu Festival is coming up, right? Is the crew joining the Shehu parade?
Those are our props.
Noir is like Polnareff. Oh, that's right, because Polnareff is in a wheelchair towards the end of part 5, isn't he?
Our final scene is set at the Shehu parade. I already spoke
What
with
was
the
we supposed to do
organizers in
again?
Chinatown.
We are,
They've
well, we're
allowed us to
supposed to
shoot
be
during
kind of
it.
interrogating Noir for the film. But I guess Liang just wants a job now.
Really? The last CO7 movie ended with the Shehu parade too.
Sure. Nora's eyes light up. She smiles.
Good memory. Looks like you meant it when you said you were a big fan.
The restaurant owner serves their meal, pausing their script discussion for the time being. Mara and her assistant pick up their chopsticks, but Loggerhead remains still.
So, did you find anything? You said that your beastie friend could detect things tainted with evil, right? So, did it sense anything wrong with the director?
While Loggerhead speaks in a hushed tone, the conspicuousness of her head makes talking in secret a near impossible task. Polnareff can walk his... That's true. Okay, okay, towards... Yeah, fine. At the end, he's a turtle, right? But when we meet him and he's old, he's in a wheelchair. Come on. Or doesn't deserve to be compared to an idiot like Polnareff. Damn. Evil does not like Polnareff.
No.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean...
Excuse.
Yes! I told you she'd never do that!
Loggerhead, please.
Hey! She can hear you, you know?
This situation is already beyond repair.
I'd never do what?
Can't remember things and now can't even talk and see. Yeah. Loggerhead's a little bit, 3 days is maybe a little bit too generous. Trying to say too much on part 5 spoilers. I feel like JoJo, like, part 5's been out for what, 3-4 years now? I think it's probably okay, maybe. For a brief moment, Liang feels a splitting headache. She shoots a mildly accusatory glance at Loggerhead, causing her to visibly shrink.
Sorry, I don't like skirting around things. Can't we just ask her straight up?
Not really. If every criminal just confessed
Putting
to
the
their
L in
crimes,
Loggerhead, damn.
individuals wouldn't exist.
Nora and Liang are just chilling in an open Lamborghini in that tech pit. It's almost impossible to make sense of JoJo spoilers. I mean, yeah, without context, JoJo's is just odd, isn't it? You could say it's bizarre. No clumsy cover-up will fool the director now. There's nothing for it but to be upfront. Perhaps this is for the best anyways.
Actually, I didn't just come here to
Say
apologize.
again. Sorry for those trying to avoid
There's
JoJo
something
spoilers.
I want to
Yeah,
ask you about.
What is it?
good one, yeah. A perfectly measured balance of curiosity and confusion, yet no real surprise. A renowned director having a knack for acting isn't exactly shocking. In fact, it's about as surprising as an amateur failing miserably at the same thing to do the same thing.
It's about the strange things happening in Chinatown these days.
Every time I try to explain part 8 plot, it's not. Part 8 is JoJo Lion, right? I still haven't seen that. Or read it, I mean.
Wait, so all this was
Leave
just
Loggerhead
to
and her alone
butter
and
us
tear
up
not.
so you could investigate your case?
Yeah, Loggerhead is she's a bit of a liability, isn't she? The assistant who was all smiles moments ago suddenly falls silent. Despite her careful preparation, the situation is difficult to get on.
Sorry, madam, but it's my job. As I said, strange things have been happening in Chinatown. Things that bear a striking resemblance to the film incident that you were involved in 8 years ago, Miss Noah. The case document stated that the origin of these events is a film reel titled Reunion of the Three Swallows, a movie created by your friend, He Rijun. Miss Latham said you watched a film with her in her room a few days ago. Do you have any idea where that film reel is now?
That film reel.
Did you not know what it was?
I had no idea.
Nora's expression darkens. Clearly, she's realized why Liang has brought up that film reel.
That film we watched together. Well, to put it mildly, it had nothing of interest. It didn't seem to have any semblance of a story, even. It couldn't have been one of Teresa's.
The Younger Calls archive on Reunion of the Three Swallows cited Teresa as the English name of its creator, Heirigen. Mar and Heirigen had been friends since their days studying abroad, and it seems Nora still uses that name even now. Rumors, investigation reports, and speculations flickered through Leon's mind, but seeing the somber look on the woman before her, she decides to set them aside for now.
Maybe the original content has been contaminated. According to the Foundation's records, the film reel has two abilities: play and record. The play ability allows it to conjure its contents into reality in a form similar to a movie image, which accounts for the hallucinations and phantoms the victims mentioned. The record ability captures the souls of those in the same effective range as play, and the victims lose a part of themselves.
What?
Like their sanity or their memories.
You're just gonna throw that out there like that? What the fuck? Yeah, Frank, exactly.
Doesn't
What?
mention anything about contamination.
My god.
But my guess is that the souls recorded by the film have polluted the original content.
We're just gonna glaze over this fact here? Like, we're not even gonna touch on that? Okay.
Shame on them. Whoever's behind this.
Nora's mother is a curse, and both she and the young fall into silence. Meanwhile, Lynn and Loggerhead look utterly lost. Dog, forget they're in a Chinese restaurant, a family-owned business.
Wait.
Why does Chris tape?
Wait.
The story isn't well
What
structured.
are you talking about? Can you explain it to me simply, please?
Yeah, why wasn't her soul taken? Well, I mean, she's whatever. Awakened shenanigans, but Noir?
Miss Noah didn't know that that film was a reunion of the Three
Well, I
Swallows.
guess contaminated, but still.
So naturally, she didn't take it. I think she's telling the truth.
Really? That's great news.
Loggerhead, please. The adults are talking. No one responds. Loggerhead looks around and slowly lowers the arm she raised in premature celebration.
Oh, right. The film's still missing, so it's not.
That film is
great
actually the
news.
Minecraft movie. Hey, I saw the Minecraft movie. It's fun. Kind of. Little fun fact, Heirigen shares the name of the famous song Heirigen Zaila, which was popularized by a cover from the singer Teresa Tang. Oh shit, okay. So it's actually just a straight up reference then, huh? I'll have to look that up then.
But at least Noir wasn't up to something when
Maybe it
she
didn't affect
made
Nora
friends
because the
with
friend
me,
didn't want
right?
her. Yeah, I mean maybe.
definitely
Like
good
if
news for
it's
me.
the friend that actually instilled the curse on the film, then that would make sense, I guess. Definitely good news to me. She turns to Noir.
That means we're still friends. Friends.
Loggerhead, the
each other.
96-year-old
Liang
man.
said that the film reel
He's
could cause some
just
problems
really
for you.
dumb, man.
Let me help you find it.
Like, she's adorable, but goddamn, she's stupid.
I'll catch that thief and take the film back to the ACD. Then you'll be safe. I'll clear my name, and the problems in Chinatown will be solved. That's 3 birds with 1 stone. Genius, right?
You should not be the one calling yourself a genius, my friend.
You know, Miss Latham, this is what I like about you.
What will you have after 500
always
years,
speak
you
your
Loggerhead?
mind.
Her eyes squint a little as she curves her mouth into an unexpectedly gentle smile. I don't think it's so much as she speaks her mind as that she just doesn't have tact. It's just not there
Our
anymore.
relationships are so complex, aren't they? That's what makes them so intriguing, captivating, really.
Intriguing.
A constant source of inspiration. But sometimes I feel that life is better kept simple. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Vigil?
Miss Vigil?
Agreed.
There's someone in the reverse category with 300 viewers. Is not even good. Oh, I think I know the one you're talking. Is it the Russian one? Because I feel like I've seen them in the category before. Oh, let me see. 300. Yeah, it's the Russian. Yeah, I've seen this person. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Okay. There's certainly simple ways to say I'm suspicious of you, and I have no intention of cooperating.
May I ask you another question?
I have serious concerns about Burton recruiting Loggerhead to the suitcase. We recruited a Zold, man. Like, at this point, we're just taking anybody with a pulse. At this, like, yeah. Our joining standards are very, very low. Definitely more dangerous than Tuesday, yeah. Yeah.
Please.
The rumors about CO7. Which ones are true?
Now imagine her in the hypothetical stream.
I don't think a few old stories will help
damn,
you solve
man.
the case.
It's not only for the case, but for my own curiosity.
Been having DI higher since 1.0. Yeah, like we
I wasn't
literally
lying when I said I was
just
familiar with
hire
their
whoever we
works.
can get our hands on,
I
man.
really like them.
We have an 8-year-old Slavic boy. What exactly? Like, what's up with this dude? Oh, but we are confirmed to actually send Cristallo out into battle. Like, she goes out on missions, according to Burton. So, I guess our standards are just not there. We have Balloon Party, Loggerhead is nothing. Yeah, but Balloon Party is, like, actually somewhat, you know, capable. I wish they were P5, but Leanne came home and was, yeah, same for me. Burton is slowly becoming shady business, yeah.
And this question matters a lot to me as a fan.
Like, we just hire whoever.
Huh, I see.
What's her mission? Collect 5 flowers in a secluded garden. I don't know. But at one point in one of the anecdotes, Burton tells Cristallo, hey, I need you to take you off active duty for a while so your health can get better. Which means that she was on active duty for something. Who knows what. Noir ponders for a moment.
In that case, I really don't think you should know the truth for your own good. I appreciate your love for my works, but it's not a good idea to dig too deep into what went on behind the scenes. Just enjoy the stories for what they are.
That's wild, yeah.
Otherwise,
Like, I don't even
magic
know what
will
Cristallo's
ruin
doing out there, man. She gives a slight shake of her head, but a flicker of contemplation passes through her downcast eyes.
Well, I can tell you one thing that might interest you, though.
Balloon Party can turn people's organs. Yeah, exactly. Like, Balloon Party is very capable if she needs to be. Right? Like, I don't know what the hell Loggerhead's gonna do. She's gotten beat down twice by us. Our visual mission must be some devious shit. Bro has jokes and nostalgia and PTSD and stuff. Well, okay, but he's also been around for like a couple 100 years at this point. Like, you'd think at that point he has enough to like kind of figure his shit out. Alright, this is probably the last note for tonight. Because it's almost coming up on 6, so... Or 6 a.m, I mean. Thousands? Has it been thousands? No, because Roland was early middle century, middle ages, I think. Maybe? I don't know my timelines. Alright, last one. So if it's a short one, we'll do 13 as well, but we're getting pretty late in there. Let me check. I mean, I could be wrong as well. I don't know too much about French folklore, because, you know, it's French. Night has deepened, and the little restaurant on the corner outside of Chinatown is almost empty. The doorbell chimes, and 2 people walk in. Oh, Joe's Diner. Tang's Diner, I mean.
And so, officer, over here.
Wow.
Again, it's Poitiers. Have you seriously already forgotten my name? It's only been 3 hours.
At Loggerhead's call, the 2 newcomers take a seat at her and Liang's table.
What's your status?
What's your status?
Couldn't find anything useful. Sorry. I already asked the investigators who came with me to track down the other missing items. You know, to cover up for Loggerhead.
See Madam losing both of them with
far,
a nice
they
cog,
haven't
yeah.
found anything.
Yeah.
As for the person who stole
3-hour
the
memory
item,
confirmed. She said 3
haven't a
days.
clue.
So, like, come on, man.
Well, at least there haven't been any reports of arcane explosions.
I am
or
curious,
earthquakes.
though, like, what part
No
of
news
her
is good news, right?
is actually be awakened. Because it's only supposed to be the loop, right? Which means this entire thing is just a shell.
What about you? Any leads?
Miss Noah didn't take the
But if she
thing,
feels pain with it, so
but
I
she
don't know.
refused to tell us anything about its curse or the former owner, He Rijun.
1,233 years. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Sometime within the last 2 decades, millennia. Which means, you know, relatively recent in human history. Pretty sure people are going to turn someone's illness into balloons, and when they pop, whoever's nearby will get the illness. But she just straight up, like, erupts one dude's organs as well, right? She doesn't remember Poitiers' name after 3 hours. 3 days, she said, but apparently it's not just 3 days. She does her best, yes. She lets out a deliberately dejected sigh without withholding the final message Nora gave her.
Looks like I'm the only one who has good news.
Really?
You do?
3 hours, she forgets minor things. I guess, yeah, it's not necessarily like a 3 days and done. It's more like a just kind of, you're slowly forgetting things as time goes. Especially if you don't keep it in the forefront of your mind. What Miss Bunny be doing? Wait, what do you mean? She's sus? Wait, Bunny? What do you mean? Where is Bunny? Wait till holds her head, gesturing past Scott through the darkened street outside the windows.
The illegal trade of arcane items.
Am I missing something?
You told me to keep an eye on it. I contacted my guy who tracks all that stuff.
I mean, I'm just assuming Loggerhead's personality is just that of someone who doesn't remember things they don't deem important or like of immediate concern.
He was pulled over for speeding this morning, but he actually paid the ticket right away. Can you believe that? I wouldn't be surprised if he shot the police car and ran away there.
An outlaw suddenly behaving himself. He must be up to something important. Something big enough to make him avoid getting into trouble over a speeding ticket.
I mean, he could just not speed, right?
The officers thought the same, so they tracked him to this stolen car, right? Well, guess where it's headed? Here.
When someone you never asked someone, oh, exactly, like... Names are hard, man. But I mean, Poitier has kind of reminded her several times at this point. Maybe they didn't want to smoke over speeding. Yeah, but I mean, like, why would he be speeding to begin with at that point? Then immediately forget, yeah. I mean, I get that. It's just, she was reminded, man. A man with a deep, jagged scar across his brow saunters under the moonlight. At last he stops, slipping into a darkened alleyway. He has no idea that 4 silent pursuers are lurking nearby, hidden under a rookie vigil's silent shadow arcane skill.
What's he doing?
Oh, please don't yell, Loggerhead. Please don't yell.
Someone's my guess.
A middleman for the arcane black market.
Kind of crazy that we're just taking Scott with us. Like, she definitely has no combat abilities. Same with Loggerhead, actually. Jumping in MF. Is it your average LA experience? Man clamps a hand over her mouth just in time, muffling. I mean,
shh.
Someone's. Was Scott actually just gonna jump this dude? What was she going to do? What was her plan? Why did you bring Loggerhead with you? I mean, Loggerhead's made out of metal. Like, she could just be like, she could tackle them and they'd probably go down. In the depths of the shadows, a figure emerges. Not walking towards the pug dog, but riding something, perhaps a wheelchair.
Good evening, sir. I hope I didn't keep you too long.
You got the dough?
Got the doll.
Of course.
Noir pulls a rectangular object from her coat. That's the thing, she has no plan. She's supposed to be smart, man. What the hell?
It's an envelope. Looks pretty thick.
Poitier is right. Pug dog takes the envelope and pulls a handful of bills from it before nodding in satisfaction.
All here. Don't you worry, alright? You can trust me. Everyone in LA knows Pug Dog.
Guy sounding like Joey Wheeler. She's like a lost puppy, you don't want to let her out. Yeah. Like, you let her out of your sight and bad things are gonna happen. Camel lenses. Oh, that is true. Camel lenses are fragile. I would not bring her with me if I was doing a stealth mission. Yeah, she kind of sticks out. He stuffs the bulging envelope into his pocket before pulling an item from his jacket. The item cuts an arc through the darkness, landing precisely in Nora's waiting hands. What, he couldn't even just hand it to her? Come on.
I like customers like you. Generous and to the point. Alright, I'm out of here. Pleasure doing business with you. And hey, feel free to call me again.
Wait, this guy's surprisingly civil. That's crazy. He scans the area before turning back to Noir, lowering his voice.
Seeing as you're a good customer of mine, here's a bit of advice. Watch your back on the way out of here.
What do you mean?
But Noir doesn't get a chance to press it further. The moment has come. Leon strides out of the shadows.
Sorry to interrupt, but neither one of you will be making your own way home.
Wait, that's a cool
Miss
shot.
Noah, Pug Dog.
Let's never let Pug Dog ever name anything. Yeah, why would you name yourself that? You name yourself after a breed that can't do anything.
I'm afraid you'll be coming to the Arcane Affairs office with me.
Cop!
Cop. Oh, that's another one for the fuck bomb tier list. Alright. We're murdering this man.
Activated.
She's holding that phone like... I mean, it's basically... Like, she's gonna summon a fucking tiger with it, man. It might as well be a gun.
Loading. Charging.
You have a little faith in me, Master.
Faraday's mirror.
I like how, with Loggerhead in the back here, she just seems extra short. Look at that.
Confirmed.
She's tiny.
Case closed. I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table.
Ow! Easy! Easy!
Shut up and stay down!
Voice yeah, please. Pugdog's attempts to fight back have been utterly useless.
Miss Noah, could you show me what he gave you?
Who seems short? 6 foot monsters next to look at. I mean, Loggerhead seems short, man. When she's in the back, because she's already small, but then you put her in the back, in the background, and she looks even smaller.
Go ahead.
She hands a dusty gray box to Liang. There it is. Inside is an ordinary-looking film reel, but Liang can feel the vessel containing Chang Liang growing warm against her skin.
Super 8mm. This must be it. Reunion of the Three Swallows. He Richen's final work. The culprit behind the strange happenings in Chinatown.
And for now, it lies quietly in her grasp, docile and unthreatening.
Well, that was easier than expected. Half a day and we've already tracked it down. Now all we gotta do is stop it from doing its arcanum-y thing. But how? Smash it?
Before Liang can respond, Noir voices a polite opposition.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I have to admit, Miss Noah's right.
It's a moment where Noir better call Saul. I feel like she doesn't have to.
Arcane items need to be handled with the utmost care. No one knows
Like,
what
she's
will
rich
happen
enough,
once
right?
it's broken.
You could probably just pay her way out
It
of
could
it.
make things worse.
Fine. Let's take these two back to the office first. On your feet, tough guy. We gotta go.
Gotta go.
Damn it!
Did he even
How'd
do
you
anything
find me?
wrong?
Some asshole sell me out?
Like, he just sold her a thing, man. Pugdog is yanked up from the ground. He reluctantly follows Poitier, grumbling and cursing under his breath. It's not a nuclear fusion. I mean, it is still a magic object. Who knows what'll happen? But as he passes the thing, he stops.
Wait.
You. Oh. He stares. Not at her, precisely, but at the figure cowering behind her.
It was you! You fucking traitor! I should have known you were working with the cops!
Victim? Black market stuff, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Loggerhead tilts her head in confusion.
Huh? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Wait, let me explain. This is just a misunderstanding.
Oh.
Don't worry, Miss Scott. You're right. There has been a misunderstanding between you and him. Allow me to explain.
Are we actually just using what's-her-face's short memory to our advantage here? Scott heaves a sigh of relief, only for Leon's next words to hit her like a thunderclap.
You never had the intention of betraying him, nor were you
Scott, a member of the
with us.
cartel now. You never had the intention to betray him, nor you
You simply gave him the item you wanted to sell.
It's Scott sold it? What? What? Okay, we'll do another one. Fuck me. You can't just end it on that. Just is literally because I was stolen from the Foundation. His own sell curse is illegal. But he could just say he didn't know it was cursed, right? Logic gone awry. Yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Scott, you little rat. Yeah, what is Scott doing selling shit, man? Is Scott named in 2.0 when they mentioned someone selling off the Foundation
What do you mean?
relics? Loggerhead turns to her friend, then to Pugdog, then back to Liang. She remains totally expressionless.
The truth was always there, hidden beneath the lies and distractions. All you have to do is
And that's
whittle
how you
them
get him,
down
ladies and gentlemen.
one by one.
Scott. I don't think she was mentioned, okay. Because like, it could be another Paulina situation where they were named and we're just now getting
The
them.
probable cause of the events in Chinatown is the reunion of the Three Swallows.
It'll be fine if she
real.
calls Saul, yeah.
And apparently, Miss Noah has a history with it.
Oh, Christ. But yet the specifics of this history remain unclear. Leon glances at Noir, only to be met with her signature unreadable smile.
But Miss Noah doesn't have anything to do with the Foundation. There's no way she could sneak into the ACD and
They just say
steal the
someone
key.
stole. Okay,
The
I see,
same
I see, I
goes
see.
for this gentleman or any other outsider.
We'll do one more, he says, please.
So, The thief who wants Miss Latham to take the fall must work for the Foundation. In fact, since they stole the item without being noticed, they probably work for the ACD.
I mean, yeah, that
and
makes
they
sense.
must be close to Miss Latham to know enough about her amnesia to be able to take advantage of
Wait,
it.
Scott, holy shit. What are you doing, man?
But lots of people at the ACD know about my condition. You can't pin it on Scott just from that.
Gotta say, Liang Yu is underrated as a dude. I mean, she has smarts. She knows what she's doing, man. But why Scott, man? That's crazy. For the first time the ever cheerful loggerhead takes on a harsh, indignant tone. What were we doing in the first place again? We're getting the film. So, okay, so basically, a bunch of weird shit's been happening in Chinatown, and we trace it to this film reel, and we've just been trying to catch the film reel, basically. That's way too harsh, right, Scott? Right?
Scott, say something, will you?
Damn, pinning it on her friend like that's crazy. Scott only stares at the floor as she tries to calm her quivering breath.
How long have you known?
Oh, okay. There. I was like, they're not gonna voice this, really? Trying to find the vigilante. Yeah, that too. Yeah. The vigilante as well. I mean, no. Technically, we're not on the Nightpiercer case. Eldon said we're not going to be on the Nightpiercer case. Meanwhile, Nightpiercer probably curb stomping some crooks. She's gonna panic. Yep.
Since Miss Latham
Like
said you
we're
were
not
good
supposed to be
friends,
investigating that.
with all due respect, your plan was far from perfect.
I knew it. You brought me along so this guy would call me out.
Wow, they actually had a reason for bringing her along. That's insane. Have you seen? Yes, I have seen the promo art, man. I have so many thoughts about it. Also, if you look at how Erd is dressed in that one, it's not very you know, ensuring, right? After a long sigh, Scott lifts her head, speaking with a resigned kind of ease. It was me all along.
You're right. I messed up. My plan was far from perfect because, well, I couldn't stick to the so-called plan since the very beginning.
Is she going full mask off right now?
I didn't know the Foundation was already investigating the theft until after I'd hidden the items in Loggerhead's room.
Brother, where is this coming
Then
from?
I had no choice but to use this idiot as the scapegoat.
Brother.
I never thought she'd accidentally bring the film to LA, or that I'd be ordered to investigate the case.
I don't think this is panicking, man. He's
I
going
got in
mask
touch with
off.
this guy a long time ago.
It's panicking.
trade
It's not the
site
right Nightpiercer.
happened
This
to
is
be in
case.
LA
Yeah.
too.
Because we're not supposed to be on the
So,
Nightpiercer
my
case.
plan was to get the film back and sell it right afterwards.
Cool theme for an event patch, a murder mystery. Kind of like the what am I saying? Kind of like a Murder on the Orient Express, or like one of those like who done it sort of cases. That'd be kind of fun. Sometimes you gotta shut up, little girl. Oh no. Why is she suddenly
Things
gone
didn't go
full
as
evil?
smoothly as I thought. I shouldn't have gotten greedy, or been so nice to this dummy.
What? She shoots a piercing glare at Loggerhead before quickly looking away, whether out of disdain or avoidance is unclear.
But
Oh, that's just mean.
aren't we?
Bro, her voice is as fragile as brittle glass. Scott shatters it with a cough.
Friends? Don't be ridiculous. I don't know how you can act like nothing's wrong when literally everyone is laughing at you.
I'll explain why I think she's panicking after you.
I
Okay,
was one
okay.
of your kind. What an insult. I only hung out with you because I had no choice.
Oh, is she
You're an idiot who
deflecting?
forgets everything every 3 days. It's your own damn fault. Anyone looking for a scapegoat would immediately think of you.
Oh, I think she's trying to take the blame
I don't want to
here.
hear any more of your BS.
Seems like people whose names start with constant. Yeah, she is. Yeah, I think she's no. I think she's trying to scapegoat herself. Scott's off because that little stutter there. Loggerhead cannot catch up. Yeah, no, Loggerhead's kind of getting like she hasn't done anything and she's just getting the shit kicked out of her, man. Scott scoffs once more, refusing to look at her friend for even a second. No, the body language here
Hands
makes me
up,
think
Miss
that she is trying to.
Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Oh
in
shit,
a court
Miranda
of law.
writes. Say the whole thing.
You're still going to fight.
Lang, turn off your body cam. I have a feeling Scott is deflecting here.
Too fast.
Oh, she has little ghost dudes. Back. Well, like she thought she would get it to work, but now she's panicking. Yeah. Okay. She thought she could get away with it. She didn't deeply corrupted the ghost plagues have latched onto her. She didn't summon them. They were always lurking with her. Oh, get away, stay back. This isn't over. Oh, so it's like, okay, I saw the plan. I see. Oh. She wants her mother to acknowledge her. Alright, we're ready to take her down now. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing these ghost things just kind of grab anyone with like really negative emotions and then just kind of amplify them.
Perfectly understood.
Lovely, charging.
Twist her fingers, Liang, yeah.
Master?
Eliminate target.
Did you know half the bones in your bodies are in your hands and your feet? Hello, China.
Barrage.
Come on, kill her. Be enough, be enough. Damn, man. Hey. Oh, welcome in, Gregory. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, well, we're just killing what's-her-face right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Remember those card skill sets it's got in previous stage? Possession, induce card. That's right! Right, she had the whole, like, her
mission. Rest.
her things were, really sus. I can't believe I caught that. What the heck? At last, Scott gives up her resistance. Liang pushes her towards Poitier's patrol car parked around the corner. All I saw was your title. Oh, China. Right. Sorry. Yeah, my thing was China. It wasn't it. As ever, the step out of the alley, Loggerhead calls out.
Wait! Scott! I have to know. Why did you steal from the Foundation?
Money, bro.
Does it matter?
Scott turns back, laughing coldly in disbelief.
Would you feel better if I had a reason? Oh, please. Your ignorant, stupid little brain makes me sick. It was for the money, of course. And to prove to the others that I'm not a bloody fool like you. Imagine the shock on their faces when they discovered that I did what none of them could. Those so-called unbreakable arcane security skills were easy to deal with as long as I...
Poitier smack her. Oh. Her words trail off and a puzzled expression crosses her face.
You what? How did you bypass the Foundation security?
Foundation do not be paying them staff. No.
I don't
apparently
remember.
not.
That's weird. How could I forget? All I remember is that an office lady talked to me in the corridor.
An office lady? When? What did you talk about?
Oh, she's being manipulated too, though, huh?
She showed me something. It was a bit dazzling, but very beautiful. It was... Oh, right! It was a...
Ain't no way. A razor-sharp silver needle slices through the air, cutting her off. Is she dead? Did they kill her? She raises a dazed hand, her fingers touching the foreign object lodged in her throat. Not understanding why her voice has suddenly vanished. Are they straight up killing her? By the time she's realized she can no longer breathe, her eyes roll back and she falls to the ground. Silence falls in Starlit Alley, then another flash of silver whistles by. What? We just straight up killed her? Are you serious? It was a Night Piercer case all along. She is dead. What? A sharp pain blooms in her palm. She looks down to see a sharp silver needle pierced in it. The film slips from her grasp. The reel rolls across the ground, clicking as it hurtles into the darkness. The pillow-gloved hand picks it up and brushes it off. I was not expecting Scott to die.
Still intact. You've got no
Yeah.
idea how long I've been looking
Yeah,
for this.
I figured.
Hey there, kid.
Qixing.
We'll meet again.
The once famous star smiles at Liang with an easy, friendly charm. Well, Scott's dead as fuck.
Is she dead? Not yet, but I doubt she can hold on much longer. I'll call an ambulance,
Oh.
and we're gonna need backup.
She might live. We got a gun and a big cat. Loggerheads scream, pug dogs cry, and Poitier's tense voice all ring in Liang's mind. Liang's rationality has already grasped the reality of the situation, but her emotions are refusing to let her shape the conclusion into clear words.
Why are you doing this?
Bro, pull out your cat. When Loggerhead poses a similar question to Scott, Liang had questioned the inquiry. There is no need to ask why evil chooses to do evil. There's what's wrong is wrong. Evil must be eradicated. Ghost plagues must be purged. That was the doctrine drilled into Liang since childhood. But now she finds herself forced to ask the same thing.
Tell me.
We cooked, we are
need a
cooked.
reason. It's
Bro.
my old friend that you should be asking.
Holy shit, just kill her. Liang watches as Qixing's smile fades and her face turns steely.
Long time no see. Nor.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Completely
The last time we saw
unfazed.
each other was in front of her grave, if memory serves. We really should keep in touch more often.
Actually just unfazed. What the hell, man? The air in the alley is sharp as a needle. Noir continues to smile, but a wariness lurks behind her eyes.
But you've gone too far this time, my friend.
She glances at Scott's fallen body and gently shakes her head.
This isn't part of our story.
She shouldn't try no damage loggerhead like that on Senator Armstrong's. I mean, yeah, she's made out of metal,
This
man.
isn't a set,
Small walk at a
Doctor.
murder scene.
It's not your call.
Small talk, yeah. She raises a hand and a flash of silver pierces through the darkness.
Careful!
She leaps forward, deflecting the needles, and stands firm in front of the wheelchair. Xisheng shows no surprise. She narrows her eyes a little as if she foresaw this outcome.
That's the spirit. This should be fun with you here a little bit.
Doesn't help the trailer shows what the Night Piercer was wearing. Yeah, but I feel like the Night Piercer is a red herring though. Something tells me that this isn't the whole
Let's
story.
all play our roles.
Shall we? Shit, that was an even worse thing to end off on, but I can't keep going. God damn, I can't keep going. No. It's already late. I mean, early, technically. The sun's up. I have to drive in, like, a couple hours. Fuck me. Parents got paper with intricate folds and out to its owner's boredom journal long needle. Sutter was tucking the folder of interrogation records. It appears to have been exchanged silently between two visualization and interrogation. The two distinct handwritings reflect the unspoken dialogue. He's tight-lipped about it. She seems unaware that we've already figured out everything. Like a mouse in the lab whisper and arrogant, it glows. There's still one thing left to figure out. How exactly did she learn to crack the anti-cuffs arcade suit? All her lies and disguises fall apart in scrutiny, but she hasn't given up a single clue about this. Even our artificial somnambulism couldn't uncover anything. Are they talking about, what's her face? It means she's been controlled by someone else, and they've erased her memory so she can't betray them. The silly merchant gave up Scott, but there's no way a mayor employee could cross with this. So letting go? Yes, but not without losing her strings first. Mr. Pedro. Oh, so they knew Scott was, being controlled by someone. Oh, yeah, we cannot continue this. I wish we could, I really do. That was a really bad place to end off on. Okay. Wait to make sure she's calling the ambulance for a wait. Oh, man. Next stream when? Let's see. Actually, Thursday. We'll do it Thursday. So 2 days from now. 2 nights from now. Okay. Yeah, 2 nights from now, and we should be able to finish, I think. How many chapters are in this one? 23? I think we might be able to finish if we start early. We'll see. I was intending to start early today, but, stuff came up. So I had to push it an hour up, which kind of annoyed me, honestly. Alright, yeah, I'm going to bed. Is there anyone to raid into? Give me a moment. Let me see if there's anyone to raid into. I don't think anyone's online yet. Yeah, no one's online right now, damn. Alright, yeah. We'll call it for tonight. 22 chapters? Okay, we can probably finish next time then. Alright, good night everybody. Thank you for coming in. We're in China, it's fine.